JCS HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
All right, guys, here we go on a Friday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in as we move into this weekend. We do have a stacked program for you today. We'll kick it off with woke news right into Embers Only. The first Primetime Kitchen featuring Amy Drew Thompson today at 4 o'clock. Nicole Dupre, Pick the Porn, Ross Thoughts, Last Call.
Jeez,
your calls,
Louise.
your texts. It's too much.
And it's free.
Too much. Welcome to the show. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Woohoo!
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Mr. Ross Padgett.
Weighing in at 170-ish pounds.
407-916-1041. Text us 77. We're going to add to that today, my friend.
Are you really?
77031. Don't forget about us on social, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. Take us wherever you go using the iHeartRadio app and find everything we do, podcast, and whatnot at JimColbertLive.com. How is everybody? What?
I'm just saying he's a tall guy. I think it's maybe a little more than that.
You think I weigh?
I think you probably 170. Maybe a little heavier than 170. You eat a lot, buddy.
Yeah, I do. But
And you're going to eat more today.
But my metabolism.
Yeah.
My metabolism.
It's slowing down as we
yeah.
speak, Mr. 32-year-old.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
Working in radio.
The last time I weighed myself, I was 173, I think. 174.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
And with all that working out, I
Same.
should have lost at least 3 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't. All right. Deb said me too. Like that would be a good. I got like a foot on you.
And nobody picked up on it. I'll have you notice that too.
You don't weigh
Jack
170
except
pounds.
Jack
Get
said,
out
yeah,
of here.
me too.
Well, it was confusing because it sounded like
A goal.
Yeah.
How is it? I'm an inch shorter than you, but yet I weigh
Yeah, there's like 2 of him and you.
50 pounds more than you.
How
No,
much math
you
did you
do
just
not.
do?
I weigh 230.4 pounds as I sit right here because I'm
Really?
a little fat.
What's up
still,
with
still well, that grief eating still sticking with me. Thanks, Mom.
What's up with the 0.4? You just take a physical?
Hey, dude, I got a digital scale.
Oh,
I got a digital scale.
Okay, how often do you ladies weigh yourselves?
I weigh
usually-
myself every day because I have the scale in the bathroom, and I've tried to stay below 230, and that's my thing. I want to get down to 225 again, but man, that 5 pounds, that window is the toughest window in my life.
Blame the dryer. I always do. Damn dryer keeps shrinking my pants.
It's funny. I don't gain weight like that. Like I gain weight in my belly, so it doesn't affect my waistline all that much. I can wear the same pants; it just flops over, big muffin top.
I've been weighing myself twice a week the past couple weeks. But I'm still trying to shake this pizza weight. I calculated. I
Jack did the math.
I rode 69 miles in the past 7 days.
Wow. You're working hard.
And you've
And
lost.
I'm still holding on to some extra stuff.
How much do you weigh right now?
180. Well, it depends. Is my
Bro,
scale right?
Like,
You
just
expect me to think
what-
you only weigh 170 if that guy weighs 180?
What? Well, I'd
Well,
like to stop there. 184, let's say.
You think you weigh 14 pounds less than Jack. You're an inch taller and you're big boned.
Big
Oh,
bone.
he's taller than that.
Hey.
How tall are you?
I'm like
6'3".
6'3".
Yeah, he's like 4 inches
maybe
taller.
6'4" if I yawn. It's odd though that you say that I'm big boned because I have the skinniest upper torso, but then I'm just like all whole milk from the waist down.
He's yeah,
And that's not a D joke. That's just like I'm unproportional.
Yeah.
cankles.
Is something going on?
I don't know. I'm going to find out.
Larry, what's going on? We're on the air.
But now
on?
we want to know, Larry, what's up?
I weigh 170.
Oh, God. I'm like, Larry, get out of here. I'm on the air. What are you doing? You jackass, get out of here.
This is catnip for him.
Get out of here. What are you doing, Larry? I'm on the air. You can't just walk in on my show. You act like I come over to give you shoulder massages when you're trying to get the dumb news together.
I don't think he can hear you, but I thought it was a national tragedy he was coming in to inform us something major happened. He just wanted to let us know
listen,
he weighs 170.
as somebody
I
who-
believe that you weigh
Larry, it's up.
234.
Larry, it's up.
I said,
It's
Jim weighs
230
60 pounds more than I do.
230.4. Somebody give him some headphones and he can just walk his bit. Somebody give him some headphones. Larry, what are you doing? You just put your headphones on. You're in radio. You know the deal.
This is the funniest thing
This is the backup.
What's the funniest thing that happened to me today?
This is the backstory. As someone who spent 7 years working under Larry was the news director of the newsroom.
Yeah,
This was
terrifying.
one way to get him on a never-ending conversation. Ask him what he's cooking, eating, or how much he weighs.
Larry, why do you feel that you could just barge into the studio because you hear our conversation because we have to keep the door open because they can't manage the damn air conditioning in this building?
I couldn't help it.
Larry, I told you.
You can help it. You can.
234 pounds.
Larry. Larry, give the headphones back to Ross and get the F out of here. Give him the headphones and piece your ass out of here. Get out of here.
And this is a guy who's been eating our
Get outta here.
food scraps
Right.
for the past 2 decades.
Get out of here.
I know.
Bogo Insure, Larry, run.
He
Is
used
there
to.
any food where it,
God almighty,
Yeah.
get that guy out of
He
the
can
studio.
smell the chocolate that we have
Who
here.
did? Yeah.
Chocolate.
Who did he used to
I
have to
gave you
send
banana
in?
nut bread today. You want another piece?
Oh, you see him leave now? No, don't. No. He's the coon. This is the radio station raccoon. You're the biggest dumpster diving person in this entire building, and you're still in there.
Because he still can't believe you're 234 pounds.
It's 230.4, Larry. You got to listen.
I just gave him more banana nut bread. See if he can catch up to you.
Get the Fox News out of your ears.
thanks, Jack.
Get out of here. Shut the door. Damn. I actually had something to talk about. I forgot it now because Larry came in and demanded banana nut muffins from Jack.
I swear, I'm like, oh man, are we under attack? What's going
That's
on?
exactly because Larry would. He knows better.
Yeah,
he
the
knows
lights
better.
are on. Ross is talking, and he's just
Look.
coming in here with the door open.
This is how I knew that was not the case.
Look, there are unspoken rules.
He would have come directly to us because I'm the news person. He would have come here first.
Yeah.
He went over there because he wanted to wait for his chance to mention what he weighs. I'm telling you, this is
Larry
why we
could
called
not
him the
wait.
prettiest girl in the newsroom.
Larry could not wait to poke his big head in this room to not only chastise me for wearing it's 230.4, Larry. 0.4.
And the thing is,
I know the Dewey Decimal's tough for you.
that guy's incredibly fit for someone who eats
he's-
scraps all
That's
day
why-
long.
what do you think I'm so mad for? That guy eats grass, old pieces of concrete.
I love how he's just like our like Tim Allen neighbor. Remember Home Improvement?
Pokes his head over the wooden. I mean,
Like he's like the cousin of this show. That's a lot. I'm sure that's a lot of people's first time, Larrying.
Larry's a coon hound for food.
Yeah, he
He can
is.
smell it like a shark. It's one drop of food in the ocean.
I gave him-
Larry will swim his ass up there and grab it.
Today I gave him some cookie, and it's an elite cookie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Gideon cookie, man.
And I tell him, I go, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, what'd you think about the cookie? And he goes, 8. I go, really? And he goes, well, it would have been 10 if you gave me the rest of it.
Wait, the funny thing is we drop every time we walk by him. Like, you ready for the dating game? And I'm telling you, he perks up every time.
Oh,
I'm not,
he's
I'm not
looking
pulling,
forward to
I'm not
it.
pulling any punches. We're gonna do a dating game with Larry. We're gonna find Larry. We're gonna find Larry some somebody to
A
go
lady
out
love.
with. A lady to go out with.
Yes.
Hey, I mean,
Yes.
I
And I
think
hope she weighs 234.
And she likes coupons.
I have a feeling that like the vast majority of women, if we were to pair them up with Larry, he would just get broken in half.
Be very careful with who we choose.
Yeah,
But Larry,
a good church-going lady who's quiet, maybe somebody's aunt or mom that's been single for a while,
Even then, that woman,
Yeah.
that woman's gonna Batman Bane break his back.
How about Ross's mom?
no, come on,
There's a chance.
come on.
There's a chance.
I think politically they might
Yeah,
be on
They
the
would
same
be
page.
on the same page.
They align.
Yeah.
But I mean, he likes, he's an active guy, plays tennis, a good
Yeah.
tennis player. He's a cyclist. He's
Let
in
me-
great
he's
shape.
probably gonna
Smart guy.
Ross's mom, golfer.
Yeah.
Golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's gonna
She's in
probably
Arizona.
want someone younger.
She's in Arizona. I mean, we could do a phone thing with him and see how that works out.
you say someone younger, and I'm like, this says, I guess, a little bit about my mom because, like, I think my mom is younger than Larry. It's just my mom never moisturized.
Yeah. Well, we know Larry does.
like-
Larry's skin is supple as an old saddle.
Yeah, I mean, my mom.
Yeah, old saddle. There you go.
Real Mobile just hits it with Larry and Beth.
We need to make that phone call, that conversation happen.
Larry, you ever drunk on ginger brandy?
I would say party mom, but
Oh, it's like Beetlejuice. He's going to show up again.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. God almighty.
sorry. Just realized I haven't pulled anything to say what we're talking about.
I literally cannot. I honestly, I know Larry's cool with us. I mean, I don't have any problem with Larry poking. I was really surprised he poked his head in there to say how much he weighed. That was because usually when a guy like Larry sticks his head in the room, it is not good news. I mean, it's not like, it's not like, oh, by the way, they dropped the interest rates and you get a cheaper mortgage now. It's never anything like that. It's, oh, by the way, somebody just got cut in half in the parking lot.
Yeah, I thought we had a national emergency.
Right.
Nope.
It's always the highlight of my day when I turn that corner to get into this booth because the first person who I see in the building is Larry.
Right, same here.
And every time, I've never told him this, but he always looks frustrated with his computer.
Yes, he is.
He's always
It's
like,
just because what's on it.
or he's like, where's the mouse?
I just learned from Deb that he turns off the monitor and he thinks he's like powering down.
When our engineer Frank has the best story.
He turns the monitor off and he thinks it's rebooting.
He did. The engineer was like, "Well, reboot." And Larry turned off the monitor and he said, "Okay, I did it." And Frank's like, "Really? You rebooted all the way?" He's like, "Yeah, I pressed that button right there." Frank's like, "You turned the monitor off." And the next time he asked him to reboot, he's like, "Well, just shut down Windows."
Oh my God.
And Larry was in one of the record booths for the news, and he looked around and he said, "Well, there's no Windows in here."
He'd be the perfect character on WKRP in Cincinnati.
Let me tell you what,
he is Les Nessman.
He is.
He is Les
He is a
Nessman.
walking sitcom character. That guy is a walking sitcom by himself.
We need to use him more.
Like you want show tunes sung at a radiothon?
Oh yeah.
There's a bit
There's
for
your
that.
guy.
There's room for that.
He's didn't he tell you, Ross, that he went to drama? He was like a drama.
It's a summer stop.
He was a thespian. At least a little in college.
Yeah, I think he did Chicago or
something. You got to
something.
set that up for the holidays or something. It'd be nice, like during the holidays. It'll give you a nice kind of feel.
It would. He'd be a good crooner.
We'll do that.
Fly me to the moon.
So here's what we'll have to do. We'll have to put together a date. Like put together a date.
A date
transportation.
package. Okay.
Dinner, some kind of activity after the fact, and we'll get it all set up for him. And then we'll do a whole thing.
Can you feel him listening?
Larry, you hearing this? Nothing. What? What? I didn't hear food. I didn't turn my ears on. All right, 407-916-1041. What's coming up for news?
Well, the next volley has been lobbed. The school mask mandate ban has been reinstated. Today is the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. We'll tell you all of that. And then we're going to end with a new poll saying a vast majority of Americans remember where and what they were doing on September 11th, 2001. We'll break down the numbers when we cover that and a whole lot more during Woke News.
Plus, we have a lot of other stuff to talk about. We never really got into the emergency vehicle controlling the traffic lights.
Yeah.
We touched on that. I'm still not convinced that's the truth.
Oh, it happened to me.
Also, I started a new TV show and finished it, and I'm telling you, you guys would love it. I just crushed the entire season. My wife and I just like, what are you watching? She goes, it's called Dr. Foster. It's a couple years old. I'm like, okay, well, I'll watch a little bit of it. And then I could not stop watching it. It's damn good. Also, we have this park in Denver had to shut down for a crazy reason, plus a BBC story about lending money to friends, whether that's a good idea or a bad idea. We'll tell you all about that, plus all the fun stuff coming up, including Embers Only, PTK, Nicole Dupre, Pick the Porn, Ross Thoughts, your calls and texts. That's all happening right after this.
Tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
And then tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio again.
Someone's always got to mess with it.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
We're still looking at stop traffic heading west on the 408 between Mills Avenue and Rosalind Avenue. Due to a crash, taking up 3 right lanes. Avoid this stretch right now. Heavy delays continue westbound on I-4 between World Drive and 429. It's also steady between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Eastbound travel slow too, coming in from Polk County from U.S. Highway 27 to 429. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. You may have heard that Allstate has new low auto rates, but isn't it time to see for yourself? With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In Florida, it is absolutely mandatory that your AC is dependable, reliable, and of course, always ready to go to keep you nice and cool. Mills Air can help you do all of those things with 28 years. Check that. 29 years of experience here in Central Florida, keeping you nice and cool. Their techs know all the brands inside out. Doesn't even matter what kind of AC you have. Not only can they fix it, chances are they have the parts on the truck to fix it right there. That's what they did for me. That preventive maintenance plan is an absolute must. Keeps you out of the heat and cool all year long. Family owned and operated, and they're ready to help you right now, guys. Call and schedule that appointment. 407-277-1159. You can find them easily online at millsair.com.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Our iconic iHeartRadio Music Festival is finally back. September 17th and 18th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Darius Rucker, Dua Lipa, Phineas, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, with special guests Florida Georgia Line, Walker Hayes, and more. Streaming free on the CW app and CWTV.com and live on iHeartRadio stations across America. Our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Spectrum Business called their competitors to see if any of them could beat Spectrum's Business Internet Plus phone offer for $69.98 per month with no added phone taxes or fees. Here are real quotes from the competition.
How are they pulling in no fees and taxes? That's madness.
I would 100% go with Spectrum.
Even the competition recommends Spectrum Business. Call 855-339-5344 and switch to Spectrum Business today.
Competitor quotes from actual phone conversations. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
Think you could avoid being drawn into a cult? The answer might surprise you. On the new documentary-style podcast, Was I in a Cult? You'll hear the fascinating real-life stories from cult survivors who got in and, most importantly, got back out again.
Why are we all so obsessed with cults?
Well, because it could happen to anyone.
Perhaps you too will be asking yourself, wait, was I in a cult?
Listen to Was I in a Cult on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, we help our members execute missions every day, like Operation
Buy our home. Fix our home. Live in our home. Fix our home. Make memories in our home. Love our home.
Apply now for a home loan from Navy Federal. With no private mortgage insurance and 0% down options available, you're closer to your dream home than you think. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Certain terms and conditions apply.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. If you are in an accident, take pictures of everything. The damage, the roadways, and the other drivers, and call the police. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
No matter the challenges, we were there with a stronger, more reliable energy grid.
When our community struggled, we were there with flexible payment arrangements and other support.
And as the sun comes out, bringing the promise of a brighter tomorrow, we will still be here.
With energy that's reliable, affordable, and cleaner than ever, we're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
He raids your fridge.
You're out of burrata.
Borrows your car without asking.
Scratches? What scratches?
He's your brother-in-law.
I'll pay you back.
He takes what's yours, and there's nothing you can do. But when identity thieves want to take what's yours, you can do something. LifeLock by Norton monitors your info and alerts you to potential threats. If you become a victim, they can help fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com using promo code NEWS.
Panera believes in saying yes,
Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get free delivery when you order on our app through September 14th. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Gibson Truck World's expert team of sales and service staff will show you why we have been the pioneer of used trucks since 1995. With our 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty valid across the entire United States, our exclusive 15-day exchange policy, and our $1,000 best price guarantee, it's easy to see why we're the #1 used truck dealership in all of Florida. Please call, visit, or explore our website today to see for yourself why we are the king of trucks.
The trip of a lifetime to the concert of the year. It's the epic return of our iHeartRadio Music Festival next Friday and Saturday in Vegas. But there's only one trip left for you to win. Listen to the iHeartRadio Music Festival station on the free iHeart app, and you'll be entered to win this final trip to Vegas to see once-in-a-lifetime performances from Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Journey, Weezer, and more. Listen to the live iHeartRadio Music Festival station now to win the last trip. iHeart. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
Enjoy Lasting Impressions, now through September 26. Get tickets today at drphilipcenter.org.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Always text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross are right over there. Let's get a check on the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole woke on the Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don, tomorrow morning. Give him a listen when he's host of the Home Loans Radio Show. Here we go again. An appeals court in Tallahassee has literally just granted Florida's request to reinstate a ban on mask mandates for students, handing a temporary win to Governor Ron DeSantis and his administration. Today, the District Court of Appeal in Tallahassee granted the state's request, giving the power over mask decisions back in the state and allowing the state to once again financially punish those school districts in violation of DeSantis's executive order. The State Department of Education has withheld school board salaries from at least 2 school districts, Broward and Alachua, I believe. The stay remains in place until an appellate court can review the case. Now, in response, Florida Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried says a program through the U.S. Department of Education will provide money in the form of a grant. So what gets pulled from the state, the feds will then reinstate it. Jack brought this up yesterday, but something important if you're having a date night at the Dr. Phillips Center.
Oh, yeah.
You want to make sure that you're fully prepared.
Yeah.
So
protection, you mean?
Nice, yeah. Umbrellas. We get it. Jack understands umbrella. Nobody wants to get wet.
Yeah, absolutely.
No one wants. Right.
Well, the Dr. Phillips Center is announcing mask and vaccine requirements. So an email was sent out saying people will be required to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test at all indoor events. Now, people over the age of 2 will also need to wear a mask. This includes all public and private events, and I believe it also is regardless of your vaccination status. And the new requirements go into effect on October 1st. And we'll hear more from Nicole Dupre later on in the 4 o'clock hour about all of the art events that are coming to Central Florida. All right, a major theme park is taking steps to conserve water to help with the COVID fight. We've talked in the last couple of weeks about the city of Orlando and the city of Winter Park asking residents, businesses, anyone, please don't use as little water as possible.
Right.
Well, Universal announced that it has been reducing water in cleaning and irrigation. How much % do you think that they've cut their water usage?
Wow. So the deal, by the way, is that the liquid oxygen is used to clean the water to make it drinking water, and there's a shortage on liquid oxygen, so they want you to stop using water so they can make the oxygen last.
Well, because it's either unsafe water or they can't help treat COVID patients.
I'd say they cut it by 11%.
All right, Jack.
18.
And
Oof.
Ross.
That's a pretty big window.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna go 19
points, Ross.
Wow, really higher than that?
Oh, even higher than that. An OUC official tells the Orlando Sentinel that Universal has cut overall water consumption by almost 40%.
Jeez Louise. That is a lot.
A lot of water. So what a partner, though, right?
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
The game, Ross, is like, using my playbook to try to get these points.
New
that
playbook.
son of a bitch.
Okay, I wasn't gonna burn you until you said that son of a bitch.
So now it's just going to keep going?
Oh.
You want to tell him before I do?
You
Go ahead.
do what you have to do.
Go ahead.
This is on you. This isn't on me.
You looked at me and said, I didn't know what we were voting on.
Okay, very good. Go ahead, Deb.
I kind of feel like stopping now. I don't know. I don't know why. The governor is dealing with another legal setback. A federal judge is blocking Florida's anti-riot law. The bill was put into effect after last year's racial justice protests in Florida and across the country. Was signed by the governor in April, but yesterday, U.S. District Judge Mark Walker granted a preliminary injunction against the law, calling it overbroad and unconstitutional. Walker wrote that the law violates the First Amendment and that, quote, the lawless actions of a few rogue individuals could effectively criminalize the protected speech of hundreds, if not thousands, of law-abiding Floridians, end quote. Governor Ron DeSantis has said the state will appeal. Today marks the statistical peak. Let me try that again. The statistical peak.
That's a toughie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, peak's no easy word.
No, it's...
That was a good line.
It was a good line. I was trying to liken it to his hairline, like a peak in a hairline.
No widow's peak. There's none of that.
And then I realized,
it's just
yeah.
I just got this liver spot here. I'm parting it, though. I'm getting it. Style that liver spot up really nice.
Some people have mountain peaks, those little widows. Some
I love
people
those,
have
yeah.
planes.
Thinking about getting a braid. Go ahead.
I have a lightening cream for you, though, actually. It's supposed to make it lighten.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I don't use it, so you can.
That's one way to say you should put on makeup.
Sammy Sosa look.
Oh, God, no.
Play-Doh
do not do
ghost.
that. No.
The old Play-Doh ghost.
Do not do that.
How we got from statistical peak to right here is amazing.
It is.
That's how good she is.
And the beauty of the show.
It really is. Absolutely. All right. Now, while today is the day when historically there are the most hurricanes and named storms in the Atlantic region, FEMA administrator, Deanne Criswell says that doesn't mean it's smooth sailing from here. So far, there have been 13 named storms, right? We had Tropical Storm Mindy make landfall on the Panhandle Wednesday night. NOAA forecasters predict 15 to 21 named storms before the season ends November 30th. 7 to 10 hurricanes, 3 to 5 of those major. Right now, forecasters keeping tabs on a tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico, southeast of Texas this weekend. Currently, 2 disturbances off the coast of Africa they'll take a closer look at next week. And today also happens to be the 4-year anniversary of Hurricane Irma making landfall on Cujo Key in the Florida Keys. And that's when you forget to check the pronunciation of something before you read your copy on air. I've done that a couple of times, specifically Crested Butte. Did not know B-U-T-T-E is a long U as in Butte.
Yeah.
So I went on the air with Crested Butt.
Crested Butt is nice.
Crested Butt, yeah, exactly.
There's a cream for that.
I use it on my head.
SpaceX's next, maybe that's not a liver spot. SpaceX's next Dragon launch will have 4 civilians on board.
That sounds safe.
Doesn't it? Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
Right. And is it only AI running it?
No.
Well, there's a commander, but that was asked earlier. I'm like, ain't nobody training for 4 months and flying a spaceship.
Right.
That ain't happening.
Well, the 2 of the crew members were chosen through the Inspiration 4 contest held by businessman Jared Isaacman. The flight dubbed Inspiration 4 will include Mission Commander Jared Isaacman, Pilot Cyan Proctor, Medical Officer Hatley Arsenault, and mission specialist Chris Zembrowski.
My God, it sounds like a cast of a TV show.
It
Like
sounds
all those
like
names sound like
Dr.
Star
Evil.
Trek names, right?
Exactly. Well, the launch is scheduled for next Wednesday, September 15th at 5 p.m.
And why don't you stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show on Monday, because I think we're giving away passes to go see the launch.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Really?
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
We know it.
Yeah.
I mean, we know people.
We do know people. But yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Do whatever you want.
All right, this is pretty cool news for our local university, for all of those who felt like it was time for the UCF football program to be acknowledged and moved up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the University of Central Florida are being invited to join the Big 12 Conference.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool thing, right?
It's a very cool thing.
Continue.
It's very cool.
It's like
I got it. It's very, 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 very cool.
Well,
I'm a jack on that. I had one more berry, though.
The Big 12 Conference Board of Directors voted to extend membership invitations to BYU, UCF, the University of Cincinnati, and the University of Houston to join the conference. Now, the UCF board is meeting virtually, literally right now. The meeting started at 3:15 to discuss the membership, and if the plan moves forward, the 4 teams could join the league by 2023 or 2024. Okay, on to arguably the biggest story over the next 3 days.
Okay.
And that is going to be the remembrance of 9/11.
For sure.
The Warriors, who played a major role in fighting terrorists since 9/11, are pausing right now to remember the 20th anniversary at a ceremony in Florida. Speaking at MacDill's Special Operations Command in Tampa, U.S. Special Ops Commanding General Richard Clark praised the generation that stepped forward after 9/11 to defend freedom. That generation, that time really reminded me the most of World War II after Pearl Harbor, when you had young men literally lying about their age so that they could sign up and go fight. What happened after 9/11, seeing so many of America's young men and women saying, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
660 special ops personnel have lost their lives the past 20 years, and more than 2,000 have been disabled by combat wounds. And
I was just thinking, that whole 20-year thing, it's so for us, it does not seem like it's been 20 years since that event, right?
Yeah,
you know, when you look back. But then look back at when you were younger, when that represented a bigger part of your life. So in 1980, you think the difference 20 years before that was 1960.
Right, yeah.
And so you think of the world of difference between 1960 and 1980.
Right.
Like, have we changed that much since 2001 to 2021? It's kind of one of those stoner thoughts.
It is.
Ross
because,
gave it to me.
Well, Jimmy and I were talking about it earlier this week, because literally that day defines. I mean, there is pre 9/11 and post 9/11, and so much of what our lives encompass now, we take for granted. Everything from the airport to large crowds to, and of course, it's been a lot more since 9/11. But that was the line in the sand.
It's a timestamp. No differently than the pandemic will be a timestamp.
Right.
Pre and post.
Yep.
Pre 9/11, post 9/11, because you have to talk about that specifically in the case of security at airports. You know, because when you have conversations about flying, you know, and you have a kind of a squirrely, story, you have to go, it's pre 9/11. They go, oh, okay, that's a totally different set of rules.
Totally different, exactly.
So that's why you got to keep your shoes on.
Exactly, exactly. And, we also forget maybe that it was a Sarasota schoolroom that holds a unique place in American history, because it was on September 11th, 2001, when President George W. Bush visited Emma E. Booker Elementary School to read to second graders. Andy Card was Bush's chief of staff at the time, and during the reading, he is the one who whispered into Bush's ear that America was under attack. Card recently told Fox 13 News in Sarasota that was the moment when Bush understood what it means to be president.
Yeah, for sure.
And then another, because there's always a Florida angle, right?
Always.
Always a Florida angle. Well, some might call it a hunch or an instinct, but Jose Melendez Perez, this is from Local 6, knows the feeling. It was a gut feeling he had 20 years ago that some think changed the course of history and maybe saved thousands of lives. I remember hearing about this guy, but I'm surprised I forgot his story. But 20 years ago, actually, on August 4th, weeks before 9/11, Melendez Perez was working as an immigration inspector at Orlando International Airport. He was doing secondary interviews, right? So for some reason, you got flagged So now you have to go for a secondary interview. And he met a man, he says, gave him, quote, the chills. The first thing he thought when he saw this guy was he's got to be a hitman. Dressed all in black, military haircut, staring holes through him. He even said in his little devil eyes. Well, investigators now believe that, they know that Melendez-Perez was questioning Mohammed al-Qahtani, a Saudi national who was later identified as the 20th hijacker in the 9/11 attacks. They believe al-Qahtani was supposed to be among the hijackers on United Airlines Flight 93, the one destined for the U.S. Capitol.
Right.
But instead of hitting their target, ended up crashing in Shanksville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because the passengers rushed the cockpit.
Because that plane was the only one out of the 3 airliners that only had 4 hijackers. They never got their 5th hijacker, and they believe that may have been the difference maker. He didn't learn about the role that he played on that day until he was asked to testify before the 9/11 Commission in 2004.
Wow.
That's when he found out who it was that gave him the chills that day. And the fact that his decision, doing just what he said, doing his job.
Using your instincts.
And today, when a Customs and Border Patrol employee does something outstanding, like thwarting a terrorist attack or preventing they can receive an anti-terrorism award named in part after Inspector Jose Melendez-Perez. Al-Qahtani, for his part, still sitting at Gitmo.
Yeah, and he'll sit there.
And finally, a new poll says a vast majority of Americans remember where they were on September 11th. That's the day, of course, nearly 3,000 people were killed in New York, Pennsylvania, D.C., at the Pentagon. The survey from the Chicago Council on Global Affairs and Ipsos says, what percentage do you guys think, and I'm going to start with you first, Ross, what percentage of Americans remember where they were and what they were doing on that fateful day?
I'm going to go with 92%.
Is this Americans that would be old enough to remember it?
That is a big question.
Well,
good point.
He already answered the question. It is exactly 92% that remember what and where they were. Now,
How
that
does he
number...
sit so comfortably with a horseshoe up his ass?
That is amazing.
Because I kind of like it.
Oh, okay. Now, that number drops to... I'll start with you, Jim. When those between 24 and 29 years old were surveyed and asked that exact same question, what do you think the percentage dropped to?
I'll go 28%.
All they have to answer is school.
Right.
You know?
I'm 32, and I remember it got announced over our middle school intercom. And what's really
he
weird,
would have been 12 years old. That's right.
What's really weird is that when they announced it, I think I was 13. I don't know. I got held back 1 year, so it's always a complex answer. But they announced it over school, and my teacher wheeled in a television. And when they announced it, they said the World Trade Centers have been hit. And I didn't know exactly what those were until they rolled in the television. I looked at the towers, and then it hit me. I've been on top of those towers.
Oh, wow, really?
Wow.
And so that was the moment when I have a photo of me, my mom, and my brother on top of the World Trade Center with the Empire State Building
in the background.
Wow, that's one of my biggest regrets is that I waited thinking, they'll be there for years.
They'll be there forever, right? Yeah.
They'll be forever. I'll get my chance to go see him in New York. And so now that's not the case. Well, the number, not quite. So what percentage do you think
32.
it dropped?
I didn't
he
say
said
it.
he is 32.
I'm going to go, and this is 24 to
29-year-olds. Jimmy thinks only 28% of them remember where and what they were doing.
I'm going to say 70%.
Ooh, these are 4 to 9-year-olds. I can't imagine the 4-year-olds remembering as much, closer to 9 and raise up.
24 to 29.
Yeah, but 20 years ago.
Right.
Yeah,
so they were 4 to 9 at the time.
That's true.
At the time when it happened. So did they remember where they were at the ages of 4 to 9 when they heard this news? What'd you say?
70.
70. I'll go 71.
Points, Jack. 65%.
What? I'm not playing this game anymore. It sucks.
I don't know if that's points, Jack.
No, Ross got it because he was 70. He was.
That's right.
Yeah,
okay,
this
sorry.
horseshoe is working.
Just keep it there.
I didn't take it out.
Just keep it.
It can't be worth the discomfort.
Please sterilize it.
It can't be.
I just
Put a mask on it.
I feel bad for the horse.
Okay, and this is an update. The UCF Board of Trustees has accepted the invitation to the Big 12. Yay!
UCF now part of the Big 12. How crazy is that?
That's basically us going through like college football puberty.
Right, that
you
is,
know?
exactly.
Like, we got hair down there now.
Right, exactly. We're done stocking shelves. We can manage now. Let's go.
Thank you for not ending it with the hair down there comment. But now you all are officially woke. Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Tomorrow morning, maybe while you're out getting that honey-do list started, give it a listen as Don gives great advice when he's host of the Home Loans Radio show right here on Real Radio 104.1. Every Saturday morning, you can hear him from 9 to 10:30 a.m. when he gives great advice to your text questions live on the air. But you really don't have to wait until Saturday. You can go to homeloansradio.com right now for information. And while you're there, apply to get a free quote for a mortgage, the most convenient way to get a mortgage quote. And that's at homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with Embers Only right after this.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Hey everybody, happy Friday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Now Fox 35 Storm Center. I want to update you Friday weather here in Central Florida for the rest of the day. I got a rain chance at 60%. Scattered showers and storms returning generally after about 2 p.m. We're hot, we're humid. Those highs near 90 degrees. West winds at 5 to 10. 75 tonight. Showers and storms likely before 8 or 9 o'clock. And then only isolated showers overnight. A lot of you just warm and dry. Lows again down to the mid-70s. Saturday and Sunday, low 90s and a rain chance at 60% both days, primarily in afternoon scattered showers and storms. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. You may have heard that Allstate has new low auto rates, but isn't it time to see for yourself? With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
And with Rebath, you're dealing with a national company with standards, policies, and procedures to absolutely ensure you get the job you pay for every single time on time, and they give you a lifetime guarantee when they're said and done. Not to mention, they do it with their employees, and that's super important. I'll tell you why. You hire subcontractors out there, and there's nothing wrong with a lot of them. Some of them, though, there's a bunch wrong with them. They'll take a deposit from you, tell you everything you want to hear, and then disappear for 3 weeks, showing up when they feel like working, and then even sometimes swapping materials on you that they won't think you notice so they can make themselves more money. Rebath does not do that. Like I said, national company. They have policies and procedures to make sure you get everything you paid for exactly. And their installer's been with them 8 to 10 years. And these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, marble, travertine in beautiful colors, hand cut so that it fits perfectly, no grout lines. And they do everything, the tub, the showers, the tile, the lighting, the cabinetry. It's all there with names you've known forever. Moen, Kohler, Birch Cabinetry. They do it right. And they have a design team to work hand in hand with you to get the bathroom of your dreams installed in no time. Drop by their showroom, super easy to find, 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Go in and see those models set up for you just to show you what the products look like. Every single design is custom, and all you have to do is log on to rebathmidfla.com. Look at those before and afters, man. That can happen in your house. The holidays are here. Make sure that everybody's at your home this year. It's rebathmidfla.com.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. When choosing a health plan, everything's important. Like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products. Brand name products. Real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for. Transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more, like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, pancrelipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces enzymes you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosin colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not chew capsules or contents as this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor if you have unusual or severe stomach pain, bloating, trouble passing stool, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9110.
He raids your fridge.
You're out of Barada.
Borrows your car without asking.
Scratches? What scratches?
He's your brother-in-law.
I'll pay you back.
He takes what's yours and there's nothing you can do. But when identity thieves want to take what's yours, you can do something. LifeLock by Norton monitors your info and alerts you to potential threats. If you become a victim, they can help fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com using promo code NEWS.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years.
He was in big trouble.
We're going to take your house, garnish your pay.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm, and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau.
I don't owe the IRS anymore. It was because of Optima Tax.
Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss the final days of the biggest sale of the year, where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
911, what's your emergency?
This car, an SUV, it was going across, it went around the barrier and the train. Oh God.
Ma'am, did a train hit an SUV? Is that what happened?
Yes, the train is still going. The train is going and the car, I can't believe it.
You can't judge the speed of an approaching train. That's why the signals are there. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Dangling the proverbial carrot since 1993. Whatever the hell that means. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
This song sounds so amazing on my stereo.
Which
in
one?
my car. Oh, my God almighty. So absolutely amazing.
So you lose all the street cred for having a 60 whatever Mustang fastback?
No. It's a cop car, Mustang. But,
oh, okay.
But when you have this car, when you have this coming out of it, it doesn't really. This is Shannon, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, turn it up, Jack. Man, whatever.
Is this strip club music?
This is like
what? Is this strip club music?
Yeah, in the day, this would have been strip club music for sure.
Okay.
Like in the day.
Then again, everything works for strip club.
Kind of.
Jack.
This land is our land. It's kind of weird.
I don't care what's playing.
Keep it simple. Bernie Sanders, this land is my land.
Get down, woman, get down.
Exactly.
You do me, I do me.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Amber's only coming up in a couple of seconds. And, of course, top of the hour, our first Primetime Kitchen here on the Jim Colbert Show featuring Amy Drew Thompson. You guys will notice you have some treats in front of you labeled aptly. And we will talk about that. There is one missing, though. And we'll tell you what that is a little bit later in the show. That's coming up at 4 o'clock. By the way, she'll be on our stream as well, so you can tune in and see Amy do her thing.
I wasn't told any rules, so there's multiple ones missing.
You didn't eat it already, did you, dude?
Did you tell him not to?
Come on, man. You had a cookie in here. No reason you.
That's okay. I wouldn't be able to eat all of mine, and some of mine is missing a nut. So.
There's no rules when it comes to chocolate.
No. And now you blew that.
Yeah.
Man, you're having a banner day.
You can dump it. 3, 2, 1.
What?
No. Yeah, but you say it's labeled, but it's your handwriting.
Yeah, it's my handwriting. I'll explain it.
Okay.
I mean, I'll explain
good,
it.
'cause nobody can read it.
I'll explain it.
I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
So we're clear.
407-916-1041. We do have a bunch of stuff coming up today. Like I was saying, Ember's only coming up. Primetime Kitchen with Amy Drew, Nicole DePrey today. Pick the Porn Ross thoughts. A lot of stuff to talk about too.
I did want to let you know, just as a follow-up, the last couple of days we've been joking about our Twitter polls that we've been doing about, what you call a shopping cart and a remote control and, all the proper names for things. I had a neighbor across the street wait 2 days and run across the street with her grandbaby on her hip to say, "It's a buggy!"
She caught a glimpse of you going to work. Right?
2 days. Asked her husband, "What up, Christy?" She's and they're both, big time listeners. And
you have that thing, the stroller. That's a buggy.
That's what I think. That's what a buggy is, or a carriage.
And it was a granddaughter?
It was her. She had her grandson with her as she ran across the street yelling, "It's a buggy!"
Yeah, she can join the 15%ers.
Right, exactly. At Jim Colbert Show on Twitter.
Or were you about to say wise ass?
Me?
I said wise ass.
I just think there's a correlation between people who have grandchildren.
Okay, which I do not.
Don't get me in trouble with my neighbor, man, because Jimmy and I.
It's a grandma?
Yeah, it's a grandmother.
I think there's a connection between the word buggy for a shopping cart if you're a grandparent. Shoot the messenger.
I would say. I think it's
her
more.
husband's usually armed, so I'll let him know.
I think it's more where you're from than it is anything.
I think
'Cause we have people up north. It's like saying soda, a pop, or
we called it pop.
Yeah, and everybody, when I lived in West Virginia for a short period of time, people up there called it pop, and I would make fun of them all the time. And they're like, "Well, what is it?" I'm like, "It's just a Coke. Everything's a Coke. It doesn't matter if it's a Dr. Pepper, it's a Coke."
Let me get a lemon
and you're
Coke.
a Pepsi guy,
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
everything's a Coke.
It's just like, do you call it dinner or do you call it supper? Up north, it's supper.
That's right. Down here it's dinner. Yeah.
And down here, it's dinner.
See, where I was from, we called it Arby's. That's what we call it fast food.
All right, let's do Embers only.
Now, it's time to explore the world of cigars, spirits, and other things that make life worth living. This is Embers Only.
Embers Only brought to you by our friends over at Corona Cigar Company. Love these guys. You will as well. 3 locations to serve you, and their cigar lounges are simply amazing. Heathrow, downtown Orlando, Sand Lake Road. Of course, always online at coronacigar.com. And when we say they're cigar lounges, that's exactly what it is. These things are custom built for you to enjoy great cigars and pair that up with either a wonderful tequila, a bourbon, a scotch, a port wine, a regular wine, cocktails, and cigars from all over the world. The best names out there. And that includes the spirits, which we'll show you here in just 1 second.
If you ever look at yourself, you're like, "Man, I'm not cool enough." Well, there's a place to fix that.
Yeah.
Go to the lounge, kick back, light up a smoke. You are going
it's a great place to burn a couple hours.
It makes you feel so cool.
It does.
You become a cooler individual.
And the great thing is the people who work at Corona don't look down on you if you're just a beginning smoker, because a lot of people are just kind of getting into the lifestyle. They will actually hand walk you through all of it. If you need just a beginning humidor and a cutter and a lighter, they'll get you into that as well. If you're a seasoned smoker, of course, they have all the great cigars you want and all the accessories as well.
And someone just texted us at 77031 and said, "Embers Only coming up as I'm driving to Corona."
Right.
Nice.
And this is actually a package. We've done this before. They do this as well with football season starting. That is the game day package. And what it includes is kind of incredible. For only $169, you get a bottle of Russell's Reserve Bourbon, which I have here in my hand. I tasted it a little bit earlier. It's a nice, light, good smoking bourbon because it's not too heavy. And as you're kind of getting into the world of cigars, this would be a really, really good whiskey to start with because it's not too overwhelming. It's a 10-year age. This is the same people who make Wild Turkey. This is their single batch or their small batch bourbon. It's really, really good, but again, doesn't overpower you, so you can pick it with a cigar and kind of get into the idea of what it's like to pair a bourbon or maybe even a tequila or something with a cigar. It's a great start, but with that, you include a Corona set of Glencairn whiskey glasses, specifically designed to really give you the full experience of the whiskey through your sinuses and, of course, under your palate. You get a FSG Farm Roll. How good are those things? I looked at Ross's. That's one of our favorite FSG cigars. The Farm Rolls, no labels, no nothing. They're rolled up rough. You snip the tip, snip that, and then smoke it up, and they're damn good. Very earthy. You have an FSG by Drew Estate, the Bellicosa. You have an FSG Limited Edition Toro, a Corona Nicaraguan 20th Anniversary FSG Connecticut Gordo, and a Davidoff.
Oh,
FSG Bellicosa. That cigar alone is $23. And, of course, we'll end it up with what we smoked this afternoon, an Army of Angels Toro, which is a medium, strong, oaky, chocolatey cigar that's so good. When I say chocolatey, it has like a
cocoa? Just a hint of cocoa?
I mean, you can't even, it's just, it's not flavored. It just gives you that by the way the tobacco is cured.
You said oaky, and that would be the number one flavor or profile. I don't know the terms, but when you say oaky, I'm like, yeah, no, that's what that is. Also, one of the best draws on any of the cigars that I've gotten lucky to smoke with you, that draw
is beautiful. It almost smokes itself, right? I mean, you just really have no effort to keep the thing lit. It's really well built. It's the Army of Angels. I actually just smoked my last one of these that I had at home last week. So this works out perfectly. So you get those 6 beautiful cigars, this bottle of unbelievable bourbon. It's only $169.95. They call it the game day package because it is a great deal. Like I said, that FSG, that Davidoff alone, that one cigar is $26. And the Bellicosa from Drew Estate is also a $20 cigar. So 2 of these cigars is $40. And you don't need to get the others and the bottle of bourbon. You can't lose. It's at Corona Cigar right now. It is the game day package. Ask for it when you step up, and they will take good care of you. I promise. There it is. It is Embers Only, brought to you by Corona Cigar. The 3 locations, downtown, Heathrow, and, of course, Sand Lake Road. Always online at coronacigar.com. Hit us up on YouTube. Amy Drew Thompson joins us next for Primetime Kitchen.
Your emotional support radio station.
We got a raccoon.
Because there's a wait list.
You just can't let it out of its cage.
For animals, Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Well, traffic's still at a standstill due to a crash heading west on the 408 between Mills Avenue and Roseland Avenue. 3 right lanes remain blocked. Avoid this area right now. Westbound travel on I-4 heavy between World Drive and 429. We're seeing delays between Lee Road and Colonial Drive as well. And eastbound slow now between Conroy Road and OBT. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by InvisibleFence.com. Invisible Fence brand is here to give pet parents confidence as you return to normal life. Whether you need to protect your pet from jumping the fence or escaping out the door, visit InvisibleFence.com for how-to videos and solutions to help you conquer pet parenting. That's InvisibleFence.com.
And everybody knows that Tools Ace Hardware is the home for outdoor cooking with some of the best brands and grilling that you can find anywhere. I mean, these guys really know what they're doing. They can bring you all the great hardwood, smoking woods, pecan, peach, apple, cherry. It's all there. Chips as well, marinades and rubs. Every single thing they have there is great, plus a ton of accessories for your grill as well. And right now, you can get a free folding front shelf when you buy a Traeger Pro or Ironwood Series grill at Tools Ace Hardware right now through the 13th. So you do have a few more days to take advantage of this amazing deal and get prepared for the fall and all the grilling you're going to do. Plus, you'll get free assembly and delivery on any grills and accessories totaling $3.99 and up. Shop Traeger Grills at one of their 11 convenient Central Florida locations or online at acehardware.com.
IDC's All Tacori Weekend is coming, September 17th, 18th, and 19th. Your best opportunity to experience the magic of Tacori with exciting incentives. Tacori is the brand above all brands in bridal and fashion, handcrafted in California by true artisans. Tacori sets the standard. IDC's flying in the entire Tacori collection for this 3-day event, including all new, never-seen-before designs with stunning beauty from every angle. And if you purchase any Tacori engagement ring at this event, you'll get 36 months zero-interest financing, plus a $500 gift card on us. Buy the matching band and get another $500. Buy his band and get another $500. $1,500 total. And while you're here, you can match that perfect ring with the most exquisite diamond the world has to offer as IDC opens up the vault, showcasing our largest GIA and Forevermark diamond selection ever. Don't miss this spectacular and unprecedented 3-day event. International Diamond Center's All Tacori Weekend, September 17th through 19th, only at IDC. 4 Orlando showrooms on approved credit.
Hey Central Florida, it's time to up your standard of driving. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Are you sick of driving a car you hate? Raise the bar in a nice new car and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $69 per month. New cars from just $129 per month. Raise the bar and I'll get more for your old car. We'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value for your clunker. Is your credit score lower than you like? We will help you get approved. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. I'm raising the bar and making my best best offer ever. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $69 per month. Trade-ins will pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Mirage 9900 72 months. 2.9 APR. $9 down. $249 payment plus tax tag fees. Max trade incentive based on purchase.
Spectrum Business called their competitors to see if any of them could beat Spectrum's Business Internet Plus phone offer for $69.98 per month with no added phone taxes or fees. Here are real quotes from the competition.
How are they pulling in no fees and taxes? That's madness.
I would 100% go with Spectrum.
Even the competition recommends Spectrum Business. Call 855-339-5344 and switch to Spectrum Business today.
Competitor quotes from actual phone conversations. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Owning a business comes with pressure. There's a limit to what I can do and still keep employees engaged. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30-plus years of HR experience to work to help me with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance, while giving my employees competitive benefit options. And because I'm able to focus on other priorities, my employees can thrive and my business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up, or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
Hello, Orlando. It's time to meet Off Lease Only Express. It's the hassle-free option to buying a car from your home. Off Lease Only, the name you know and trust, is offering the same high-quality, nearly new cars, most priced thousands below retail, with a new way to buy a car that is fast and convenient. First, go to their website, offleaseonly.com. They've made it super easy for you to browse and choose from over 4,000 cars. Once you've selected your car, click on Express. You can even trade in your vehicle with just a couple of clicks. In just a few no-hassle steps, you can start your Express car deal online and choose either to finish in one of their 5 convenient locations or complete the deal entirely from your home. Then enjoy your new wheels, saving you tons of time and money. That comes with a 5-day, 500-mile exchange policy. Leave the stress behind and find peace of mind with Off Lease Only Express. The hassle-free, fully transparent option to buying a car from home. Start today by visiting offleaseonly.com.
Fence Outlet, your home improvement specialist. For a free quote, visit fenceoutlet.com today.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lynch Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
That's right, guys. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. It is time for a Primetime Kitchen featuring Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel. Of course, you can read her every day, all day there online. You can follow her on Facebook. One of the best out there doing it, bringing you all the great news about all the culinary happenings here in Central Florida. Amy, how you doing?
I am doing well. It is so nice to see everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's an absolute honor that you agreed to join us and spread some of your great knowledge about what's happening here. It really got beyond me as I started this show. I just was unable to stay connected with the food scene and do everything else. And I'm so thankful that you agreed to do this because I know that you do times 50. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you wound up in Orlando, or came to Orlando. I should say wound up sounds bad. But how did you end up here? How'd you end up in hell? But how did your path lead you to Orlando?
It was so long ago. At this point, it's coming up on, this is the longest I've ever lived any place other than New York. At this point, I've been here for getting close to 17 years.
Oh, man.
Honestly, I can't even really remember. I think I was supposed to go to Atlanta and then my car broke down and I'm still here.
That's how you get trapped in small towns that they make the horror movies about, right?
No, I had very young children. I had one young child when I first moved here, and we just kind of settled in, and it was just a really, nice place to live. And my freelance business was doing well, and I just did that for a really long time. And then a couple of years ago, I came on board at the Sentinel and I became an indoor cat. And then COVID happened and they set me free again.
All right, that's great.
And now we're all remote.
That's so cool. And your culinary run, let's find, how did those two paths cross? You're a journalist first, and then you kind of got into the culinary world. When did those two paths kind of merge and lead you where you are now?
Well, I don't know if any of you ever worked in freelance, but it's kind of one of those things where you're like, oh, it pays? All right, yeah, I can write that. And so, I've written about a lot of things, and I started touching here and there on culinary. I did a lot of travel. It started more in business, and then it moved over to leisure, and then it was sort of tourism here. And I was writing for USA Today's 10 Best, but that was more for visitors coming to town. And I was covering food and the theme parks and natural attractions and all the other kinds of things to do here, best hotels for parents, that kind of a thing. And as I got more ingrained into the food community, I started writing for other publications, and here I am.
Boom. And I have
radio.
And it's right. Yeah, it's simply amazing. Yeah, how did you go down? That's weird.
I was going to say, should I apologize? Is this the part where we say I'm sorry?
And you've written. I mean, the texture of your writing career is unique. I mean, you've written for some gigantic publications.
Yeah, I guess. At this point, I think when you've written for as long as I have, and then the internet comes along, it's like your stuff proliferates. And once in a while, you'll get a letter, and you guys probably the same thing with podcasts and things that start to live forever. You'll get questions and letters from people, and you're like, wait, when did I write that? When did I? It's just been, I've been doing this for a long time.
All right, well, so you're here now. We're doing Primetime Kitchen, and you sent over yesterday, actually, I dropped by, I picked up some chocolates from you. Now, tell us the story about what Primetime Kitchen is about this week and the path of this chocolate. Then I can let everybody, because everybody here on the show has a cube, and it's in front of them, and it's labeled, and we're going to try a little bit of each of these, except for one. That's a surprise. We're going to break that one out at the end here, Amy Drew. What do we have in front of us?
Yeah, well, you have amazing chocolate that is made in-house by pastry chef Denise Newberry from Reyes Mescaleria, which you guys may be familiar with. This restaurant, Chef Wendy Lopez.
Super
I think you guys know her. And Chef Denise makes these in-house. She changes out the different ingredients all the time. I don't know if you've unwrapped them yet. Have you unwrapped them?
Yeah, so I have
They're beautiful, right?
Oh man, like flavors like the one I have in my hand now is agave pecan.
Oh,
and
that sounds amazing.
And
yeah, you all have only one flavor that I've tried.
So I have agave pecan, and of course it's dark chocolate. Chocolate is absolutely luscious, and with dark chocolate, what I suggest is really let your body temperature kind of melt the chocolate, and then smear it on the roof of your mouth with your tongue, and that way you can really get the nuance of the chocolate and how it's made, and you'll find the flavors really come out and show you different characteristics of how the chocolate's produced.
Absolutely. And you know what it goes really, really well with at Reyes?
Tequila.
Mezcal.
Hell yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, mezcal.
That'll do.
So this other one we have here, by the way, that's absolutely delicious. Yeah, the pecans are toasted just enough so they have great flavor and add texture. And the chocolate not being overly sweet or creamy really works perfectly with it.
I'm excited. I'm actually jealous. I wanted to get you guys the ancho cherry that I had, but they didn't have.
They didn't have any more. It's funny because
so this is what you guys have a whole new crop.
Ross went to Gideon before the show today, and you have to kind of get what you can get over there before they sell out. So we're familiar. The next one is this passion fruit coconut.
Now, I gotta ask, what is up with the gold? I've never eaten gold before, and there's obviously like this amazing. It looks pretty, but there's like gold shimmering within the chocolate. Does this make my credit score go up?
I hit it with a can of Krylon before I sent it over.
Nice.
And
I like
because
her.
I wanted to make it look like
I like her.
I'm assuming, and I don't know the details, but there is lovely edible paint that pastry chefs use, and
it's beautiful. By the way,
it looks like Aztec gold.
It does. And if you're watching the YouTube feed right now, Ross is holding some up. By the way, this passion fruit coconut is insane. I mean, that is so incredibly good. Because that fruit is a little tart, and then you get that dark, kind of almost semi-salty chocolate with a little bit of coconut flakes. That is so incredibly good. What a great little bite that is.
Unbelievable. And on the other side, I love that it's beautiful and it has that gold pattern on the top, but on the bottom, you can see all the beautiful texture of whatever ingredients she puts in.
And the almond orange. Oh, man, that is so good. You know what happens, Amy Drew? A lot of times when, especially when you get into eating sweets, is people don't, it's too sweet. You have to use salt properly when you make sweets. I think that's one of the biggest things that people overlook, and obviously she does not, because this is amazing. But the level of salt in your sweets is so unbelievably important.
Salt with caramel, very popular now. People are catching on, and you see a lot of sea salt. Dark chocolate. I don't know if you guys go to Michael's. Michael's has that like rack next to the cash register of high-end candy, and
that's what I get with Total Wine. Total Wine, you can get there, and they have a bunch of really good bars of candy right next to it.
I learned something new, that Michael's tip.
That's a pretty good tip.
Yeah.
All right, Ross, take that in there and break it in half. That's the question mark there for you guys. We're going to try something a little out there.
Oh.
This next chocolate is unique.
Oh boy.
And that's why it has a question mark. If you could, Ross, break a little piece of that off and make sure there are some accoutrement on there.
I love that you were dramatic about this.
Oh yeah, man, you got us to show.
Is accoutrement another way of saying cricket?
So what is this called? There's a name for this that I cannot pronounce. What is this called, Amy?
Beetle dung.
I may be butchering it myself, but I believe they are called chapulines.
Chapulines. This is chocolate with crickets in the chocolate. Is everybody...
Well, the grasshoppers are actually the chapulines.
The grasshoppers. I'm sorry, not a cricket, grasshopper. Yes. So, Deb, are you okay with trying this?
I mean, come on, let's go for it.
Are you guys, Jack, are you okay with trying this?
Let's give one to Larry.
Want to eat
everything.
Oh, Larry will
I don't have any. I brought myself. I'm born.
What do you have?
I just have like peanuts, like that would be up on an old man bar.
No, that ain't gonna work. We need this grasshopper food. We're here with Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel. You're listening to Primetime Kitchen, and we're about to eat chocolate made at Reyes Mezcaleria by Denise Newberry. These are handmade chocolates flavored with passion fruit and orange and almonds, and this one has grasshoppers. Let's give it a shot.
That's right. Now these are snack at football games and things in Mexico. You can buy them by the bag. You're eating them in chocolate, but you might be getting a hint of the spices and the salt in them.
For sure.
I haven't bit down yet.
Yeah, keep talking, Amy. Keep talking.
Very lightly chili dusted.
Yes, they are.
And they serve these also with the mezcal flight, which they go really beautifully because they're a little dry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they're killing Jimmy, Amy. They're killing Jimmy.
I can't get past what it is.
He's going down.
It tastes great because she's right. The dusting and flavor on it is amazingly good. It's like that. It's perfect with that dark chocolate, like that ancho, almost like a chili in there.
I'm adventurous, but the first leg that tickles my tongue, I'm out of here.
You'd never know.
No, those kind of break off and float around at the bottom of the bag.
Thank you.
So it's
there
not
you go.
like thorax you get in there.
Yeah. I got a big fat one that's like 1.5 inches long, and it just wedged in my tooth now like a popcorn kernel.
That was awesome. Wow.
So, Amy, what else is out there coming up this weekend? What are you writing about this weekend? And what's good out there right now?
Oh, let's see what's good out there.
What are you focusing on?
Today, if you didn't see today's paper, today we talked about Indian food.
Oh, man.
And I don't know if you guys read about the little kerfuffle with the Washington Post writer recently, but somebody did a column and he mentioned Indian food and he said that it's based on one spice, curry, and there was a big thing about it, but I won't get into that. What I wanted to do, though, is if this is how people feel, just in case that's what people think, I wanted to highlight a few dishes that are not curry.
And
that's what we
And you chose Tabla for one of them, and we've talked about Tabla on the air a number of times. It's one of my favorite Indian restaurants in the city. We get takeout from Tabla about every other week and just go home and make complete asses of ourselves. It's so freaking good. We've only been to the one location in Winter Park. I haven't been to the other location, but I can assume it's just as good.
Those lamb chops are ridiculous.
How about that drink thing, that creamy drink? What's that called that they have
Maybe
there?
you're talking about like a lassi?
Yeah, lassi.
But I've not had it there.
Oh man, it's so good. It is like the traditional Indian drink, right?
A yogurt drink?
Mango?
Yeah, mango, like a mango yogurt drink. It's like a go-gurt.
It's delicious.
God almighty, it's so good.
You said go-gurt? You're talking my language.
I have to budget my calories. So usually it's like high on, the papdi chaat and the lamb. I have to save room. Goat, lamb, all that. Takes up a lot of space.
What other Indian spots in town have you been to that you really enjoy?
I love Spice out by UCF. I think they're great for takeout. I love Tamarind.
Tamarind's
They
good.
used to be by UCF. I think that one's gone now, but the Winter Park location is still there. Very good. Gosh, I don't know if you guys remember American Gymkhana.
Yeah,
that place is closed, but
Yeah, that and Mint even in I think over in Winter Park actually isn't bad either. And there's a really good group of restaurants doing a lot of really great international food here. Indian's definitely one of them.
Just cleaning crickets.
And the funny thing is, you said that I'm connected before, and that I do whatever Primetime Kitchen times 50. But honestly, nobody could do it all. There's too many.
There is too many.
New places every day, every week, and the new places for me that have been open for decades.
You know what the funny thing, and you say that, Amy Drew, and it's so true. When you have fine people like Ricky Lee, and I know that you guys were just Scott just held you guys up as 10 people in Orlando, make Orlando a better place to live. I agree with that 100%. Ricky's blog, Tasty Chomps, has also kind of led the way in Central Florida. And that guy, I don't know how he makes a living. It's like I don't know when he works. All he's doing is eating and writing about it, and I know it's a passion of his. But I thought at one point
he works. I don't think he sleeps.
I thought at one point there were too many opinions about the food in Central Florida, but after kind of reviewing it, I agree with you 100%. Maybe not enough because there are so many spots, and now with all the pop-ups as well, people like Ryan Manning over at MX Taco, like every other day, he's opening up some new interesting little concept.
True. And there have been a lot of really fun things going on in places around town where trucks are doing collaborative pop-ups, just one and done where you'll get barbecue on donuts and
the breweries
hot dogs in Bow.
The breweries have been instrumental in that because, when they opened up to have food at the brewery, people were trying to figure out how to do that. They didn't want to open a kitchen themselves because it's just too sketchy. And those collaborations of food trucks and breweries have brought us some really incredible flavors throughout Central Florida over the last probably 8 to 10 years.
So funny. I think yesterday's show you mentioned Ziggy's in Ivanhoe at the Thirsty Topher. Yeah, that was a perfect example that they had this space. They wanted to have food. It made sense. You're sitting there, you're drinking beer, you want pizza. But they didn't want to do the pizza. They wanted pizza people to do the pizza. So, bring in the professionals. And now they're showing up, they drink the beer, and there's food, so they don't have to leave, which is great for business.
It is great, and before that, out back, they were setting up with this. I think it was a lady making Jamaican meat patties and stuff in the back, where you can go in and get a beer and come out
Good
back.
time right there. Yeah.
So, well, Amy, listen, I appreciate it so much. I'm glad I'm glad that you are with us, and we can't wait to hear more about Orlando's culinary scene in Central Florida. We'll do it every Friday at 4:00 with you here. If you want to grab some of these great chocolates, you can do that. It's Reyes Mezcaleria right there on North Orange Avenue. Head chef is Wendy Lopez. You should book for dinner there as well because the food is simply amazing. And this is level 9, 10 Mexican food. This is not a refried beans and tacos kind of place. They have stuff kind of like that, but not really. You're going to get some really upper level stuff. And their pastry chef, Denise Newberry, makes these chocolates by hand, and you can get them right there. Yeah, Jack.
Quick question for Amy Drew Thompson. Drew, is it part of your first name, your middle name, or part of your last name?
Valid.
Yes.
All of it.
Good answer.
It's still going to keep me up at night.
Just call. I have been Amy, I have been Drew, but most often I am Amy Drew.
Very good.
Nailed it.
Well, Amy, where can they find you online? Where can they read your columns? When does it come out? Give everybody an idea of when they can learn more and read more of you.
The biggest cooking section in the paper is Thursday. That's in print, but it gets kind of staged out online. So you'll get the cooking and eating, which is usually a recipe or something more local, on Wednesday online. The reviews always drop on Thursday, and that's when the whole section is in the paper. On Facebook, you can find me at Amy Drew Thompson. On Instagram and Twitter, I am Amy Drew, but it is AMYDROO. And I think that's it. But if I forget anything, I'll just tell you next Friday.
That's right. That's what we'll do then. Give her up, guys. Amy Drew Thompson.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. And we'll see you soon. Yeah, more grasshoppers, please. All right, very good.
Next time, mezcal.
All right, yes.
Please.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Avoid travel on the 408 at this hour. We have two separate accidents, east and westbound, taking up 3 lanes of traffic right near Conway Road. Westbound travel on I-4, still a heavy ride between World Drive and 429. It's slow, too, between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound busy between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535, and also between Conroy Road and Anderson Street. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has tools for small businesses. This week, get 30% back in Staples Store bonus when you spend $85 on ink or $200 on toner. In-store only. Offer ends 9/11, limit 4. Visit staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
Man, thinking about a new security system, maybe upgrading your existing system? I recommend SafeTouch Security and have for 10 plus years, and I will do it for another 10 if they'll allow me, because it's the best system out there. I have the choice of doing that, by the way. I have the choice of endorsing whomever I feel like, and I endorse these guys for one reason only. It's the two-way communicator and the fact that they've never failed me over 10 years. The two-way communicator is the only technology you should worry about. It's a direct connection to the command center. There is no middleman with SafeTouch. As soon as your alarm sounds, they are on the speaker, on the communicator, asking you if everything's okay and if you need help. All you say is my name, my password, and yes. That's it. 11 seconds. That's all it takes to get you the help you need, and that's why burglars stay away from SafeTouch homes. It's the fastest, safest alarm in the business. The advanced package, how about $1.50 a day? Very affordable. All of it backed up by lifetime parts and labor warranty and a guaranteed response, plus 24/7 customer service. Do what thousands have already done. Choose SafeTouch. Have an existing alarm that's not being monitored? SafeTouch can help you there as well. Give you a lifetime warranty and zero down for only $29.95 a month, and you don't even have to have a phone line. Just simply go to safetouch.com or call 888-723-8682. Again, that's safetouch.com. State license ZF233.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 is brought to you by the City of Mount Dora.
Our iconic iHeartRadio Music Festival is finally back. September 17th and 18th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Darius Rucker, Dua Lipa, Phineas, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, with special guests Florida Georgia Line, Walker Hayes, and more. Streaming free on the CW app and CWTV.com and live on iHeartRadio stations across America. Our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buying a car can be a bumpy ride. You need to get financing from a lender, insurance from an agency, and complete the purchase at a dealership. But Navy Federal Credit Union's fully loaded car buying experience makes car buying smooth. That's because there's everything you need to buy, finance, protect, and enjoy your dream car. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/car buying. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
One of the biggest issues for men over the age of 45 is erectile dysfunction. Newly introduced European technology is now available and has proven to be over 85% successful in treating ED. Here's Dr. Brown with Peak Performance for Men and local top doctor for ED.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow, which is critical in achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to rid those blood vessels of the plaque and scar tissue buildup and stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no downtime, no medications, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today at 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181. Don't wait. Get the intimacy you deserve, naturally. Call Peak Performance for Men today at 407-464-8181.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, the insurance company may make you a quick offer to go away. They may also be offering you pennies on the dollar. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
There's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. Sip into fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or a pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
I want to break free.
Ready to break free? Make your dream vacation a reality with Norwegian Cruise Line and sail to the Caribbean, Europe, and more. With our leading health and safety program, you can cruise with the ultimate freedom and confidence. Book today and enjoy 30% off all cruises, free open bar, and much more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Is an AmScot cash advance right for you? Compare for yourself. Often, it can be less than the late fee on an overdue bill. With AmScot, you could get up to $500 on the spot with no credit check. AmScot. Some restrictions apply.
I'm Jeff. I got a call that my wife Kitty was in a bad car accident and was airlifted to Shands Hospital. When I got there, she was in surgery for a brain injury. She's had a long recovery. We needed an attorney. Our close friends recommended Glenn Klausman. Glenn Klausman was available 24/7 to help. We've been blessed by my wife's recovery. The results from Glenn Klausman's efforts were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney for us. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718, KLAUSMAN law.com, office Winter Park.
It gets hot in the summertime, and last year, I'm so glad I found Mills Air because they were able to switch out my old system for a Carrier system, and I saved so much money when it comes to my power bill. It is millsair.com. That's millsair.com. Have them check out your system, millsair.com.
The trip of a lifetime to the concert of the year. It's the epic return of our iHeartRadio Music Festival next Friday and Saturday in Vegas. But there's only one trip left for you to win. Listen to the iHeartRadio Music Festival station on the free iHeart app, and you'll be entered to win this final trip to Vegas to see once-in-a-lifetime performances from Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Journey, Weezer, and more. Listen to the live iHeartRadio Music Festival station now to win the last trip. iHeart. Number one for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Primetime Kitchen, by the way, was brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware. Love these guys. Big Green Eggs, Traegers, all the great grills you want, everything you need for cooking outside. It is legit. You know, and the great thing about Tools that separates them from other box stores.
You're probably just going to say what I was going to say.
Well, no, I'm just serious because you get the brand, the really good brands.
Oh, no, that's
I mean,
not
you
what
get
I was
the pro brands, even with like Weber. A lot of places will carry Weber grills, but not the Weber Genesis series. And that's a different machine altogether. That's what makes Tools different than buying a grill elsewhere. You get names like Big Green Egg, Traeger. These are what the pros use, by the way. Traeger is like a professional grill. That's that wood pellet grill. They have pellet, all the fuels, gas, charcoal, it's all there. And by the way, good, knowledgeable people to help you buy what you want. All the great smoking woods and hardwoods that are hard to find. You have to wind up ordering. Well, Tools Ace Hardware has them, and you have like they're everywhere.
You want a difference between the knowledgeable people? Knowledgeable people you can find when you're in the store with a question.
Absolutely.
And who actually want to help you. You know, they don't see you coming and then turn around and pretend someone had just called their name.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll walk you to the aisle.
I got to tell you something. You should know this family. Now, I was so lucky. I'll be honest with you. I mean, and nothing against anybody else, but I was very lucky to form this relationship with Ace Hardware because this family that owns the 11 Ace Hardwares here in Central Florida, the Tools family, are like people that you know now. It's just like your family. They've done quite well for themselves. You'd never know one bit. They're just regular people. They want to sell good stuff at a great price for regular people just like them. And that's exactly what they'll be doing for a very long time. And they do it again with these grills. And everybody in all the stores knows everything you need to know. And when it comes to Big Green Egg, it's unique because the accessories are important with Big Green Egg. They have an entire wall of them at all of the Tools Ace Hardware. Love those guys. Thanks for sponsoring Primetime Kitchen. We love you guys. It's toolsacehardware.com. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. I'd say that was a success, right? The first shot at that?
Yo, that chocolate was shiny.
A little fiery there.
I don't think Ross ate a grasshopper, but I did.
I definitely ate the grasshopper.
I'm proud of all of you guys. I really am. I'm telling you, I didn't think one of you. I thought Ross would do it. I didn't think you. Jack never.
I ate it.
I didn't think Jack would do it. You, I thought maybe as well. Deb, actually, I knew Ross would because Ross is just like that.
Thanks for your confidence.
But
you eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and mac and cheese and fish sticks.
Well, just because I like what I like doesn't mean I'm not an adventurous eater, and I still, resent the fact that you said I was not.
Well, then I
apologize.
I think there's a way to fix this.
How's that?
We give Jack really weird food.
I'm not eating cottage cheese.
How about squid?
Okay, he'll eat grasshoppers, but he won't swallow a tablespoon of cottage cheese.
Why'd you say it like that? You said it like you were an 8-year-old pouting.
Because he's an 8-year-old pouting.
Just give me your peanut butter and jelly.
Listen to the tone.
Yeah.
I like grilled cheese.
Someone needs a nap.
What's the last new show you guys have started? Anything new? I mean, is there anything out there right now that's worth watching?
White Lotus for me, which I thought was absolutely fantastic.
Right, that's the last one you've consumed?
Yeah.
You, Ross, same thing?
I mean, I'm still rocking Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I haven't picked that one up yet.
Oh, it's great.
I know, but I just can't, for some reason, I can't remember to watch it.
New episode today?
I know.
Yeah, I already watched it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Deb, anything?
Ross, he's so into Ted Lasso, he watches it like Thursday night at midnight when it comes
when it
out.
drops.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
And everyone's talking about the Kansas factor in Ted Lasso, like how it's almost another character in the show, the Kansas niceness.
Oh, really? Like almost like the Wisconsin or Canadian?
Exactly.
Like,
my best review for that show is that it makes me proud to be an American. And
it's a TV show?
Yeah, it really does.
Shouldn't it be something different?
Well, just seeing an American surrounded by non-Americans. He's over in England.
Oh, that's right. I got you.
And it just really showcases what, the stereotypes that we have, which are not all great, but the ones that are good and positive, they really lean into it. That whole never quit attitude, hard work.
Yeah. It's that Midwest ethos.
May not know what we're doing, but we're going to get it done.
Yeah.
And on time.
And on time.
And under budget.
Yeah.
You watch, you can... No.
Mainly just the 9/11 documentary stuff for right now. That's...
Obviously, there's tons of it out there because obviously tomorrow, the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah, it was...
It got heavy after that second episode, the one that Ross has already consumed. I forget, Netflix made that one?
Yeah,
the one we're watching?
Yes. This is the one that Jack had signed for. What'd you do that's new?
Right, same one. There's so many out there. I don't know which is which, so I want to make sure it's accurate. I made it through about the first episode, and the second episode, I made it almost all the way to the end. And I think we have committed to watching at least one more tonight. I have to drive back up to Palaca tomorrow for my uncle's funeral, unfortunately. But we have to do that and then kind of come back and finish it up this weekend. But I started watching a show called Dr. Foster.
I've never heard of that.
What platform?
Okay, so I think it's Netflix, I believe. It's Netflix.
Dr. Foster?
Dr. Foster.
If Jimmy says it's Netflix, that means it's Amazon Prime
probably
or maybe
so.
HBO Max.
It's a show everybody speaks. It's English. So it's an English show.
Subtitles needed.
Not subtitles, no.
Subtitles for Jim.
And it is a really unique show. Now, I don't know if you guys have anybody in your life like this or if your loved ones are like this. Are they adventurous TV watchers, or do you cycle through all of the apps until you find something that you think will custom fit you? My wife is this person. TV on. First show it lands on, play.
Really?
Doesn't give an F what it is most of the time. If it looks, play. I mean, she has that gear.
Oh, no, I do not.
I do not have that gear.
I don't have that time.
Exactly.
But it's a I'm telling you,
it is a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
That is a blessing because I am so effing analytical at everything I do when it comes to consuming things. Like I'm and it's just what you said, Jack. I'm not going to waste my time on anything I don't like, which is the stupidest thing you can say, because how could you possibly know if you don't watch the damn thing? But I do get trapped in that. But my wife is like, TV on, Hulu, play. Just watch it. Put the remote down. Don't care what it is. Doesn't know what it is. Doesn't know who's in it. Nothing. Just watch it.
Does she do other things while it's on?
Sometimes, but I mean, like everybody, she'll roll through her phone some.
Yeah.
But I mean, she found this show. I said, "How many episodes have you seen of this?" She says, "I think I've watched one and a half, or maybe one." And I caught up half of it because I'm lying there. And it's the same. It's the same way I got dragged into 90 Day. You're there, just like playing video poker or something. Next thing you know, you hear something. You're like, "What did they say? What was it?" And then
and that's always been your defense.
Right. And then you're on season 9.
Mm-hmm.
But this one. Like, after 20 minutes, I'm like, what is this? She says it's called Dr. Foster. I'm like, what's it about? And she goes, don't know. But it looks good. And, man, we couldn't stop watching it. It was amazing. It really was. Twists and turns and drama. I mean, funny, not funny.
And it's interesting, too, because it's also based on Greek mythology.
Is it really?
Yes. It's about Medea, I think is how you say her name.
I love those.
I do too. Oh, God. That boy brought Atlanta alive.
Killed her children and poisoned her husband's new bride after suspecting him of having an affair.
Okay, so that's a really good premise to go in. And that's as general as you should know going into the show. But check it out. It's called Dr. Foster. If you're looking for something to watch, I think it came out in 2018 or 19 or something. It's not exactly brand new, but I'd never heard about it and watched it.
2015.
2015.
Wow.
Really?
Got a solid score on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's good, man. It's good acting in there. Some really good. You know what's weird when you watch shows that are all the cast is English? Like, you've never heard of them. Like, I've never heard of one person in this show. So I go on IMDb and I click. I'm like, oh my God, this chick's had like a 20-year career in England. She's a massive star. Has been on 3 or 4 of the biggest shows they've had over the last 20 years. Never heard of her. And she's an amazing actress, the lead. So check it out, called Dr. Foster.
Yeah, I've just been dialing back on my TV shows.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm playing some video games. I'm still reading my book.
But you go through that. I mean, you do. I think since I've known you, you go through waves like that. Well, you'll play video games, you'll put it down for a while, you'll watch TV, or you'll read, or you'll write some.
Yeah, no, there's only a couple of things that are... There's a movie that I've been wanting to watch. The new, not Chris Nolan, but his brother just came out with a movie. Jack, you saw that movie.
Which one?
What was the last movie that you saw?
It was the newspaper one with Tom Hanks, the World News.
All right, maybe I'm thinking of a different Jack.
Yeah, probably a different Jack.
We all know so many,
Yeah.
It's too many Jacks.
What's I think No Time to Die is coming out soon, right? Weren't they going to push it back?
Yeah, no, it's still set for an October
right?
release.
But
I thought it was November.
They pushed back Top Gun, and they pushed back something else that was also supposed to be coming out. Was one of the big blockbuster kind of things, and they pushed it back. And
thanks, Delta.
Yeah, but I thought No Time to Die was one. Then I just saw it's going to be here in October, right?
Yeah. I can't wait for that movie.
I
can't wait to go back to the...
That's the one I'll go to a theater for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I'm such a Bond guy.
With the nice seats.
October 8th is when it comes out.
Yeah. I'll be there. I love James Bond. I've loved it since I was a kid. I saw To Live and Let Die, I think in 1978 or 9 or whatever that was. And that's the first movie I ever saw of James Bond, and I was absolutely hooked from that moment on. I was like, that's the coolest guy on planet Earth.
I wish it was October 2nd it was opening, because we will be doing something on October 2nd.
What are we doing?
Down at Sunset Walk.
2nd?
Yeah, Best of Challenge.
I thought it was the 6th.
Dessert edition.
It's a Saturday. I don't know. The copy said the 2nd.
It's the 2nd.
All right, very good. Yeah,
Deb knows.
Yeah, because I'll be...
You take Adderall?
No.
Oh,
God,
boy.
that is impressive.
Why?
Because people who act like you are usually taking Adderall.
Can I ask real quick what that means?
I'm sure it's a compliment. I'm sure. I'm
Well,
like
what do you mean, act
95% sure.
I'm, I want to go out on a limb for Ross here and believe it is a compliment, but this is a man who once tried to describe the color of my thighs by calling them beluga whales.
And we all got over it.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. We haven't.
What's the Adderall thing? What do you mean by
just
that?
someone who's like highly organized.
Oh,
and
I
they're
see what
like,
you're
I
saying.
remember that.
Yeah. Well, Deb has an amazing memory. It's scary.
Yeah.
To the
You
point,
have the scariest memory I know.
It's like
female.
It's like a fifth person on the show.
It is. It is
Whoa.
female. I'll agree with that.
It's female.
Because women do remember specific things that men do not apply the same importance to. There's no question. But you have an uncanny ability to bring up unbelievably zero important facts that were said in general passing in the hallway 5 years ago. Hey, remember that time we passed in the hallway? I think it was August 2nd, 2017, and you briefly said under your breath in Spanish, this? And I'm like, what? I had no idea.
So, Jim, the Mission Impossible is another movie that
That's the
got pushed
one.
back, and thank you, texting service Real Mobile. Also, a lot of props for the new Matrix trailer of Matrix Resurrections. You can see that trailer at JimColbertLive.com. We have that up there, as well as President Biden's the vax mandates. We have the details on that. But also, there's a gator video up there, and I believe you've seen it.
Oh,
Right?
I thought of you, Jack.
This thing made the round, or is making the rounds today, and I saw it earlier, and I was like, oh my God, that's terrifying. And then I checked the news when I got to the show today, and it was everywhere. But if you haven't seen it, there are a number of these out there, but they happen in canoes. I've not seen one on a paddleboard yet, but a gator goes after a girl on a paddleboard and takes a swipe out of the damn thing. We have the video up.
And the part that pisses me off is that, and it's a big gator.
Yeah, it's no joke. It's as wide as the board is.
It's a mama.
And but you can tell that the gator's been fed because the gator approaches her, and when she uses her paddle to push the gator away, he hisses at her like, what the hell? We've got a deal.
That ain't no chicken.
I swim up, you give me your sandwich.
Yeah.
And so as you watch the video now, because I have no doubt within the next 3 to 5 days, FWC will be going out and trapping and euthanizing that gator.
And wow, I've been on a paddleboard and I've been near gators, and I'm just like, okay. All I'm saying, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Keep your balance, don't fall.
I'd lay down.
I cannot believe how close she is to a gator that can eat you.
I know, he's huge.
But she's not a big person. I mean, he would easily. it would be done. I mean,
which is why he wasn't being aggressive.
Right.
But unfortunately, someone has been feeding him, and now his fear of humans is gone. And someone just signed that death warrant.
She stayed relatively calm.
Yeah.
I probably would have pooped and peed a bunch.
That video is at JimColbertLive.com. Check it out.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back with Nicole DePrey right after this.
Orlando City travels north to face rival Atlanta United tonight. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on our sister station, FM 96.9 The Game and iHeartRadio. Orlando City matches on Real Radio are brought to you by Mossy Oak Fence.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And we've got some thunderstorms this evening. Some of them on the strong side with gusty winds, otherwise clearing late below 76. Tomorrow the high 90, but a 60% chance for more late-day thunderstorms. So if you're out and about, keep an eye to the sky. And if you're going to the beaches, watch out for the rip currents. Very dangerous swimming thanks to large breakers from a distant Hurricane Larry. That'll be the case through at least the day tomorrow. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
This week's Red Pilled America tackles the question, should Trump run again for president? To find the answer, we follow the story of Trump's COVID response to see where the former president is most vulnerable. Listen to the Red Pilled America podcast right now on the iHeartRadio app.
Man, let me tell you something. Complete Power Resources is CPR for your home or business when the power goes out. I'm looking at my window right now in Maitland, and I'm seeing some dark clouds like we see every single day in the summer here in Central Florida. If it's not a hurricane, Complete Power Resources keeps you in the light when everybody else's power is going out, not yours. Your standby generator is going to come on, and your house is going to have power, and you're going to be the envy of the neighborhood. Professionally trained, licensed, insured, bonded, background check, and COVID-19 tested. Knowledgeable electricians install every single generator for these guys over at Complete Power Resources. They really know what they're doing. Not to mention they're financially sound and carry an extensive inventory, so they're ready to go. They have them ready to go right now. They sell, service, and install top-line generators, Briggs & Stratton, Generac, Kohler, Cummins, all of those names, and they service them as well. They even handle the permitting. You can't lose with Complete Power Resources. Like I said, they are CPR for your home or business when the power goes out. Learn more about your generator of your dreams right now at CompletePowerResources.com.
With a SunTrust checking account, stay on top of your money with all the right ingredients. Get free helpings to online resources and tools to help make your money grow. Manage your spending by receiving alerts. And help yourself to seconds on your money with cash back with SunTrust deals. Open an account today at suntrust.com/checking. Must have online banking to participate in SunTrust deals. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
You like it iced. You like it hot. You like it sweet, not sweet. Cold brew, nitro cold brew, different bean varieties, specialty coffees, various coffee bar toppings. In summary, we have coffee. So much coffee. Is that what you want? Oh, we know. 7-Eleven, take it to 11.
See 7-Eleven app for participating U.S. stores.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
911, what's your emergency?
This car, an SUV, it was going across, it went around the barrier and the train. Oh God.
Ma'am, did a train hit an SUV? Is that what happened?
Yes, the train is still going. The train is going and the car, I can't believe it.
You can't judge the speed of an approaching train. That's why the signals are there. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
O'Reilly. It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts, where you can earn double, triple, even up to 5 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Get bonus points on more than 200 items throughout the store, like wiper blades, fuel system cleaners, motor oil, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get free delivery when you order on our app through September 14th. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Get ready for an unprecedented diamond buying opportunity at International Diamond Center. 3 days only, September 17th, 18th, and 19th. IDC is rolling out the largest selection of hand-picked diamonds ever seen here. And you can buy like a dealer buys. Choose from thousands of GIA and Forever Mark diamonds. These are the best of the best, certified by the world's top gem labs. Rare, precious diamonds at prices never seen before. Rounds, princess cuts, emerald cuts, cushion cuts, ovals, from 1 carat to 20 carats, all on sale. Don't be surprised to see jewelry store owners and diamond brokers shopping at this event. It's IDC's largest and most aggressive public diamond buying event ever. And if that wasn't enough, we're offering 3 years, 0 interest financing on any diamond purchase. Plus, for these 3 days, you get extra savings and incentives on all engagement ring mountings, including Tacori. Don't miss this amazing opportunity. An open to the public multi-million-dollar diamond buying event next weekend only, September 17th through 19th, and only at International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando showrooms on approved credit.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Sometimes I hate how much of a grip disco music has on me. It's a curse. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb Jack Ross, they're here as well.
Is this disco?
Every shoot.
Oh, Casey and the Sunshine Band? 1,000%.
Dance disco. I mean, I think it's disco.
Hey Siri, what is the opposite of Jim Colbert?
Yeah, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Look how happy and positive this is.
Every single Friday around this time, we invite our good friend Nicole Dupre to drop by, Dupre.today, to tell us what's happening in the world of fine arts in Central Florida. Hello, Miss Dupre. How are you?
Hello.
I'm doing awesome. How are you guys doing today?
Doing quite well. We've had a very busy day today. How's things? Everything good?
Yeah, I had a fantastic week. Like, it was probably one of my best weeks in a long time, you guys.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What made it so charmed?
Well, I had a couple great things. One of the highlights of my week, I had to tell you, I was able to get back in the classroom, and I taught 2 theater makeup classes at Winter Park High School on Wednesday. So it was like my first time being with the kids in like almost a year and a half in person. So it just was amazing to see those kids and to like just have it hands-on demonstration and teach them some looks that they're doing for a show that they have coming up. And it just was absolutely amazing, to be honest.
Do they are they very receptive to? Or at that age, are they still like, well, I know more than you, or I know this? I mean, are they very receptive of the lessons?
They're really receptive, especially, those kids, and especially my high school kids. They've been in theater for years. And I was actually asked by one of the kids that go to the school there. He's been in some of our summer camps. And a few months ago, he asked me, at first it was only going to be virtual. And then I talked to the teacher and was able to get in there. And then we taught one class to about 21 high schoolers. And then we had about 17 middle schoolers that we did later in the afternoon. And that one was a little different, just because they were almost too afraid to ask questions.
Right. Yeah.
But I did some easy things, kind of like some horror makeup, gave them some black eyes and some old age makeup. So it was really great. Those kids, especially those ones that like to perform,
right.
They've really missed out during quarantine and COVID. It's nothing like performing and being with them in person. So
send some of those brats over here. I'll black them up for you, and no cost. No cost. We get them all blacked up real nice. Little bastards.
And then one cool thing about me is I applied to go back to college, and I got accepted. So
I'm going to study there.
And when I say back to college, I've actually never been. So I'm almost about to celebrate my 20th high school reunion, and I am going back to college for the first time in January.
What's your major?
That was political science and pre-law.
Wow.
At Seminole State.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I love helping the community, and I just figured, why not do something so I can learn a little more and just be a real advocate. I think at the end of the day, I really fight for the arts because I think that they really need more cheerleaders. And if I can figure out more ways to help the community, that's what I want to do. If COVID taught us anything, one, we got to pivot. And 2, what can we do to continue to help one another? Right.
Right. Yeah. And the science is there. The science is there. People who study the arts actually do better in school. They're more, their aptitude is way better in a number of areas in their lives. So I applaud that. It does work for sure. Speaking of that, what's happening out there this weekend?
Yeah, so we've got a couple cool and different things going on. I mentioned a few weeks ago about Garden Theater. Once a month, they do some really cool old classic movies. And this Sunday is one of my favorites. That's why I've mentioned a couple times. I love the old classic cult movie Clue with Tim Curry.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. One of my all-time favorite movies, and that is playing Sunday afternoon at the historic Garden Theater right in downtown Winter Garden. That's, I think, something fun and different to do. People are going to be yelling at the movies. I think they have a costume contest. And so I think that's something a little bit different to do. And right now they are in their second week of Mana La Mancha, which is the Don Quixote musical. It's getting rave reviews again from the Orlando Sentinel because they're taking it a little bit different, modernizing it a little bit different. So I think that's a really great thing if you're down in Winter Garden. And I love that Mount Dora reached out to me. And this evening one of the Central Florida, I think one of our gems that we have, Michael Andrew. He leads, that big band, and he just plays some amazing covers. I had the chance to stage manage for him a few times over the years, and I just think that's a lot of fun. And that's playing this evening at the Mount Dora Community Building over there on Baker Street in Mount Dora.
And if you happen to be out there, the lovely Deborah Roberts will be bringing Michael Andrew on stage tonight.
Yes, I will.
Oh, will you really?
Yeah, I'll be taking off here a little bit early so I can go home and put on some heels and lipstick.
Nice.
Hey.
There you
Don't
go.
do that for us, whatever you do.
No.
Well, we know that's the highlight to do this evening then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Because you're not going to get the heels and lipstick here, in case you didn't hear me the first time, Mr. Colbert.
You should be like, I'm just saying.
And we've got some really fun things coming up this coming week. One of my favorite comedians, Hassan Minhaj, is going to be at the Dr. Phillips Center on the 19th. I've loved him for years. I just love that smart political humor, and his take, I just think is great. And I just love that when we have big names like that come here to Orlando. And he's playing on the 19th. He's got 2 shows, 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I know, Deborah, you touched briefly that the Dr. Phillips Center announced their COVID regulations. And, people can complain all they want, but it is the arts that have been hurting. And whatever we need to do to make people feel safe, to fill those theaters, I am all about it. So, hey, if you have to be vaccinated, if you have to show a negative COVID test so that we can fill those theaters and we can get our artists back to work, then you know what? Don't complain. Just do it. Right?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people out there doing that right now, of course, with Dr. Phillips saying that it was, I think most of the people who go to Dr. Phillips for shows probably aren't going to have a problem with it. When Lasting Impressions was in town, actually, I think it still is in town. When Lasting Impressions was doing its thing until the 26th, I believe, we went in and you kept your mask on until you sat down. And then we watched the show and had a glass of champagne or two and watched the show, and it was like it never happened.
You do the charcuterie? Or
did charcuterie with
cheese and fruit?
Bottle of champagne. It was very, very nice. Very nice.
Fancy, Jim.
Very fancy.
Always.
Oh, did I tell you I brought it in? I snuck it in. Does that count?
There you go. That's my philosophy.
But it was good stuff. Well, Nicole, we appreciate it as always.
And one cool thing that's coming up. Oh, is it?
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I mean, time flies every time we're having fun, right, guys?
Yes.
And I just think it's really fun. One thing that I'm participating in a few weeks is it's called Pachakasha. Our good friend Savannah from the Monsters did one too. It is like a fun little TED Talk, and I am doing one on stage. So I will be on stage October 9th at the Dr. Phillips Center, kind of doing a nice, fun, nerdy thing about Dolly Madison. And I'm calling it the hero I didn't know I needed. And just kind of comparing how much of a badass she was to how we can really kind of implement all the stuff she did to today. And so I think that's fun that's coming back with me and some of my friends, and we'll be performing in a couple weeks there. So
very cool, man.
Spoken like a true poli-sci pre-law major.
Yeah, right.
Only I would think history was that cool and sexy, right?
Right.
All right, there she is, Nicole Dupre, Dupre.today. That's DUPRE .today. You can find all the information of everything she just said, plus the links to get the tickets are all right there as well. Nicole, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don, where you can catch him live every single Saturday morning right here on Real Radio beginning at 9 o'clock, where he will answer all of your questions having to do with the home buying process. And again, that is Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don, right here on Real Radio 104.1.
Thanks, Nicole. We appreciate it. 407-916-1041.
Have a great weekend.
Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
It's okay if you're just here for the contest. We don't mind being used. Should probably talk to the therapist about that. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Well, officials have cleared an accident westbound on the 408 near Conway Road. We're still looking at stop traffic there. Eastbound travel still has 3 left lanes blocked near Conway Road from a separate crash. Avoid this area altogether. Lewiston Park Road is still shut down east and westbound near Lake Hamilton Drive. You can use Lake Hamilton for an alternate. The turnpike's still up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by InvisibleFence.com. Invisible Fence brand is here to give pet parents confidence as you return to normal life. Whether you need to protect your pet from jumping the fence or escaping out the door, visit InvisibleFence.com for how-to videos and solutions to help you conquer pet parenting. That's InvisibleFence.com.
And Tools Ace Hardware, like we said earlier, your home for the best grills out there for making the best food this fall when the cool comes. You're going to be outside with a couple beers and steaks on the grill, maybe a pork butt, maybe some ribs. Tools Ace Hardware can do that for you with the best names and grills out there. And even better, right now you can get a free folding front shelf when you buy a Traeger Pro or Ironwood Series grill at Tools Ace Hardware now through September 13th. So this is your last weekend. While you're there, check out all the selection of smoking woods, hardwoods, cherry, peach, apple, mesquite, hickory. They have it all, plus chips. And they even have the accessories, rubs, marinades. It's all right there at Tools Ace Hardware. Shop Traeger Grills at one of their 11 convenient locations. By the way, you can get free assembly and delivery on any grills and accessories totaling $3.99 and up. Find all the information and the grill of your dreams at acehardware.com.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, we help our members execute missions every day, like Operation
Buy our home, fix our home, live in our home, fix our home, make memories in our home, love our home.
Apply now for a home loan from Navy Federal. With no private mortgage insurance and 0% down options available, you're closer to your dream home than you think. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Certain terms and conditions apply.
Repairs at dealerships are expensive, and finding a quality repair shop can be hit or miss. That's why Castrol is partnering with independent workshops on an innovative network of repair shops. Here, we put quality products and a 3-year, 36,000-mile repair warranty in the hands of certified technicians to give you exceptional service at a great value. Visit our newest location, Swinson's Car Care in Winter Garden, today.
Hey Orlando, this is Paul Anka for PDQ.
PDQ from start to closing, afternoon to night. Made to order, never frozen, with love in every bite. Quality that's fast and fresh, that's our pledge to you. For chicken just made so much better, count on PDQ.
Gibson Truck World professionally installs quality Pro Comp lifts. First, we install the track bar drop bracket and drop pitman arm. Next, we install the coil springs. Then, we install the rear lift block along with new U-bolts. We also mount new 37-inch Toyo tires and 20-inch fuel wheels. Lastly, all Gibson lifted trucks are aligned with our state-of-the-art Hunter system. Only Gibson Truck World will retorque your suspension after 30 days free of charge. Why go anywhere else? Buy your lifted truck from Gibson Truck World. We are the king of lifted trucks.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss the final days of the biggest sale of the year, where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Did you know that Solis Health Plans gives you up to $1,200 per year in OTC products? Yes, up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Furthermore, with Solis, you don't have a copay when visiting primary doctors or specialists. 0. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
You've poured Tijuana flat sauces on tacos, slathered them on burritos, maybe even knocked back a few shots at our hot bar. But now, the iconic Tijuana flat sauces you burn for are even more epic thanks to our new Tijuana wings. Get juicy, jumbo chicken wings in Tex mesmerizing flavors like habanero agave glaze and limited time garlic parmesan. Order your Tijuana wings starting at $9.99 on the app or at TijuanaFlats.com.
Unbelievable.
No sugar and 60 calories.
Naturally. New Chobani with 0 sugar. Impossibly delicious. Made possible by Chobani, not a low-calorie food.
Duke Energy is ready to help you through this year's hurricane season.
We're investing in a stronger, more resilient grid to help reduce and even prevent outages. And when storms strike, Duke Energy will be there to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible, while keeping you informed. It's all part of building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Based on the short story by Stephen King, Strawberry Spring is a new horror podcast that follows a reporter on the bloody trail of a modern-day Jack the Ripper. Every 8 years, a dense fog descends on New Sharon College, hiding all from sight, including the crimes of Spring-Heeled Jack.
Wait, are you telling me?
We can't be sure, but as of right now, it looks like Spring-Heeled Jack is back.
Spring-Heeled Jack is back.
Listen to Strawberry Spring on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Family owned and operated since 1969, Nations Trucks is proud to be Central Florida's premier pre-owned truck dealer. With the largest selection, highest quality, and the lowest prices, it's a sure bet that Nations Trucks has the perfect truck for you and the perfect truck for your budget. Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all, and with approved credit, you're going to take advantage of interest rates as low as 1.99% and make no payments until next year. Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Head over to Nations Trucks in Sanford or visit them online at nationstrucks.com.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. I'm Jim. Deb's right there.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, Ross is here as well.
Drink tequila.
Good set last night, huh, Killer?
I had a very fun set over in
The Wise Guys? The Wise Guys? Oh!
Hey!
Yeah. It was, everything worked. A bunch of new stuff that I've been working on. I wrote some mom jokes recently.
Right on.
And she would hate them.
Like your mom's so ugly type thing?
No, I'm talking about my mom, so I'm going to take slight offense to that.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, like, your mom jokes were a big deal back then, not your mom jokes, just mom jokes in general.
I like how there's a difference between your mom jokes and your mama jokes.
Like your mom, no, it is.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
I
wouldn't go that far.
I've been trying more family-oriented stuff. And everything hit last night. So if you were out in DeBary at Wise Guys, you made it very easy for me. We were dancing.
Very good. All right, I'm glad you had a good set, man. 407-916-1041. Speaking of something else we have coming up that's going to be a lot of fun, September 18th at Aquatica. Yeah. We take that bitch over. By the way, Real Radio does this. We set up Angel LaBoom, DJ Angel LaBoom from the Monsters of the Morning with a big setup with his ones and twos, and my man just rips it up while you guys have a good-ass time.
Yeah, it's Aquatica at night. It's a Saturday night, September 18th from 7 until midnight. The park is open. All the rides are open, including their brand new Riptide race. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I am going as well. It's, going to take advantage of a water park at night with light crowds because it's less people than you would get in the middle of the day.
Yeah, no waiting in line.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. It really is. You get to enjoy food, drinks, and rock out to the music with your DJ Angel. Again, you want tickets, you go to aquatica.com/iHeartRadio. That brings you to the link for the special event. It's September 18th from 7 until midnight. Again, it's aquatica.com/iHeartRadio, and I'll see you there.
Word, for sure.
To your mother.
I was
or your mama.
Yeah, your mama.
I go through a number of websites every morning when I pull the show. Actually, I go through them twice. There's a cycle of news that comes out at 6 o'clock in the morning, then another cycle of news that comes out around 9, and then noon usually. Their cycle of news is news, so I check every morning, then recheck. BBC happens to be one to go on. And the reason why is that they write a bunch of different unique articles that I like talking about. And this one is something that I know a lot of people have struggled with. I say struggled.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's sometimes a rock and a hard place, man.
It is a weird thing, but it's stories about loaning money to friends or family, and what a unique problem that can be. when you decide to do that. Now, just out of curiosity, Ross, do you think that this article suggests that you do or do not loan money to friends or family?
I mean, I'm leaning towards a no.
A strong no. Jack, what do you think?
That's been the longest time. That was the advice. You never loan money to friends or family. If you're going to give it, you give it.
Yeah, exactly. No. The article is saying no.
What percentage out of 10, how many out of 10 do you think pay back money that is lent to them? If you loan money, let's say if I loan money to Ross, how many people out of 10, if you loan money, will actually pay the money back?
1.
Wait, is that in general or friends and is it a friends and family subgroup?
This is just general. This is a study of people, and they figured out that about this percentage of people will actually pay back the loan.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10?
I'm going to go with 30%.
Yeah, Deb nailed it. That would have been 3 out of 10. Deb nailed it. 1.
Yeah.
They say if you loan money to anybody, about one person or 10% of the people at that time, because we're talking about 10 people, 10% of the people will pay you back. Most of the time, you're never going to see that money again, ever.
I like how you couldn't even say that without
that hurt.
Jimmy's all choked up.
It says, and it's so funny because it says, a lot of people in your circle could be short on cash, whether it be for mortgage or for any. I mean, we're not talking about, hey, can I borrow money because I found this really cool pair of Jimmy Choos I want. It's no, I need money for my water bill, for my power bill, for my mortgage, my car payment, my car insurance payment, whatever the case may be. We're not talking about, minor stuff. And even then, they say that you should really, really, really reconsider how you would choose that. And the reason why is regardless of what relationship you think you have with somebody, when you introduce money into it, and the amount does matter. The amount does matter.
Well, yeah, because you might be willing to go, okay, I'll wait a little bit longer for that 100, but if it's 1,000,
it's a little different.
It's very different.
Right, and that depends also on how much it impacts your life, the loanee, right, or the loaner, I should say.
I had a friend who lent some money to another one of my friends, and he never paid him back, so he just stole his watch, and he was like, "Hey, you stole my watch." He's like, "Yeah, but you remember that one time?"
This is like a buddy pawn.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's
karma.
It basically says that and even co-signing, which is the worst decision you could ever make for anybody. Don't ever co-sign for anybody for anything. Don't ever do that. I'm just telling you, don't ever do that. I don't care who's listening. I don't care what position you're in. If it's your kid, if it's your brother, if it's somebody on their deathbed, don't co-sign a loan for anybody. And here's why. If you're co-signing a loan for somebody, that means they can't get it on their own. And chances are there's a reason they can't get it on their own, because they're not responsible enough. And you co-signing isn't going to make them responsible.
What about kids?
Kids know.
Because I think
my kids know not to even ask me for money.
Yeah.
My kids have been classically conditioned, unless it's a dire scenario, do not ask me for money.
What about co-signing, though?
No.
Because a very common thing is that for their first car, they don't have credit. They virtually do not have credit. So so what we'll do there at that time is, as a parent, you make the decision. Well, it's not my responsibility. You make the decision on your own. Well, you don't want to drive them around anymore. For me, I had 4 kids. They were all athletes or in doing some kind of activity. So driving 4 kids around, all about the same age, by the way, at the same time is misery. So we wanted them to have vehicles, so I couldn't wait to buy them a car. But that would be the only situation, and it would normally be like, I'll finance this, you pay me back. There has to be some responsibility there. You can't just hand people stuff. They don't really appreciate it. Yes.
That's why when it's weird loaning money. Because when you hand it to them, they don't appreciate it.
Guy who stole the watch, and I think we can all agree, steal that watch, man. The guy owes you a lot of money. I mean, what?
Well, I mean,
it's the one thing
well, you know what? There are people. I will tell you that. You know what? You make a very good point, buddy.
And they were close enough that they agreed. Yeah, I'm not giving you that money. It's like, well, then I'm keeping the watch.
All right, well,
keep the watch, I guess.
That's different.
There's about one person legit that I would loan over $1,000 to, and it's Code Black. I would loan Code Black almost anything he wanted. Because I know that guy's. A guy would just be solid as a rock. I mean, he would never even ask me for that, but I would literally loan that guy almost any amount he wanted.
Wow.
Because I just know how good he is for it. But in that same sense,
it's okay, Jack.
Didn't get invited to the wedding.
It's okay, Jack.
Not an adventurous eater. And now I can't even
Well,
get
you
a
would
loan.
never even ask me. Well, he wouldn't either, but none of you guys would ever ask me.
Those are the best people who loan money to. The people who don't need it, right?
Exactly. We're like your kids. We've been conditioned to know where we can ask and where we cannot. Hell, I've asked to give you a hug in the last 6 weeks.
Listen, that was a weird situation. Come on.
What?
Hell, after everything that,
She
the
has to
loss
give me a
that he
hug.
had, it
I
was
said
like,
Yeah, no, I'm not giving you heat. I'm giving. What do you mean? That's the perfect time to get a hug.
I did not want to hug right then.
Nope.
Because here's the thing.
It wasn't because of COVID.
No, it wasn't because of any of that. I was just, I was teetering emotionally, and I was
But
trying
if it was Code Black, he would have hugged him.
Yeah, you're right.
If it was Code Black, he would have stuck his tongue down his throat.
You're
But
right.
no, I can't get a little warmth of humanity.
Why can't
Just nothing?
Why
at
can't
all
you guys
but
exchange?
Code Black.
God, she's so right.
If it's Code Black, man, he'd get any amount of money. He'd get hugs. I bet you've given him a hug in the last 6
Oh,
weeks.
God. Is that a Deb hug? No, I want to black out.
I felt terrible about that because you did ask me so nicely. She goes, "Can I give you a hug?"
And what did you say?
She said no.
And you said no.
Wow.
I'm so happy this is happening live on air.
That is such a baller move.
He said no twice.
Baller move.
Twice.
Well,
I don't know if that's a baller
Stone
move.
Cold Blackheart.
Hold on now. It wasn't like that.
It was two.
Deborah, it was not.
It was two.
Stop the fake crying. It's killing me.
But if it was
wasn't,
Code Black.
It wasn't like that. I simply said, I don't think that's a good idea right now. Actually, I didn't say that at all.
You didn't. You just said no.
I said no thanks.
No.
I said no thanks.
No thanks.
Like
And then he held up his hands like I was diseased.
Like she asked me if I wanted another drink. I said no thanks.
I wonder, Deb, how did that make you feel?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I was in a very.
Why
listen,
not
Jack.
explore?
Jack, stop.
Hey, you weren't the only one there.
Jack, stop. I was in a very emotionally. Obviously, Jesus, I broke down 50 times on the air during that time. I was teetering that day, and I didn't want to have a damn collapse. And Deb wanted to hug me, and I felt if she started hugging me, I'd lose it.
I'm
No.
sorry. There was someone else
Come
there.
on, give
Get
me
out
a
of
hug.
Hey, someone else. How did you feel when the hands went up and said, "Stay back"?
Yeah, Deb, do you need a hug?
I do.
Let's go get her, Ross.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, we are going to embrace each other on this break.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
the
wait.
three of us, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
And then we're going to
Code
make
Black's
Jim
not
watch.
here.
We are a minute away from a threesome on this bitch.
Yeah. And then you're just going to sit there all on your lonely pile.
I was talking about loaning money. This is not a topic. This is not what we came
Is
here to
that
talk
all
about.
that matters to you, Ebenezer?
Code Black is in his office going, damn, I love that man.
Yeah, Jim needs 3 ghosts. That's what he needs. You need 3 ghosts
Three ghosts.
to visit you. Yeah, we're your 3 ghosts.
We are.
And the workhouses. Do they hug? All right, back in a second.
Don't want to go so far as to say this is what we're here for. But 407-916-1041, Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
We're still looking at stop traffic due to a crash eastbound on the 408 right near Conway Road. 3 left lanes remain blocked here. Westbound travel is finally back up to speed from an earlier wreck in the same area. We're seeing heavy traffic westbound on I-42 between World Drive and 429, and also westbound on Colonial Drive from a crash at Avalon Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Nader Law Firm.
Auto accident, bankruptcy, immigration, insurance claims? Call attorney Fannie Nader at Nader Law Firm at 407-688-8896. That's 407-688-8896. Offices Orlando.
It may be September, but we still have one more summer event. Join us for Rock on the Water at Orlando's largest beach, Aquatica, Saturday, September 18th from 7 p.m. to midnight. Enjoy food, drinks, and rock out to the music with your DJ Angel from the Monsters in the Morning. The entire park will be open so you and your friends can enjoy the attractions, including Aquatica's newest Riptide race. Don't miss Rock on the Water Saturday night, September 18th. Get your tickets now at aquatica.com/iHeartRadio.
Our iconic iHeartRadio Music Festival is finally back. September 17th and 18th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Darius Rucker, Dua Lipa, Phineas, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, with special guests Florida Georgia Line, Walker Hayes, and more. Streaming free on the CW app and CWTV.com and live on iHeartRadio stations across America. Our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
There is now a better way to find your dream car and buy it from the comfort of your home. I'm talking about Off Lease Only Express, the hassle-free option to buying a car from home. Off Lease Only is the name you know and trust. They're offering the same high-quality, nearly new cars, most priced thousands below retail, with a new way to buy that car that is fast and convenient. First, you go to their website. It's the best. It's offleaseonly.com. They made it super easy for you to browse and choose from over 4,000 cars. Once you selected your car, click on Express. You can even trade in your car with just a couple of clicks and choose either to finish in one of their 5 convenient locations or complete the entire deal from the comfort of your home, saving you tons of time and money. That comes with a 5-day, 500-mile exchange policy. Leave the stress behind. Find peace of mind with Off Lease Only Express, the hassle-free, fully transparent option of buying a car from home. Start today by going to offleaseonly.com.
The unstoppable spirit lives inside all of us. As a financial coach at Operation Hope, Trudy Morrison empowers people to overcome economic challenges and bring their dreams to life. Her mission is to inspire the unstoppable spirit in everyone. And our mission at First Horizon is to invest in Trudy and organizations like hers to create a better future for all. Visit firsthorizon.com/unstoppable to learn how unstoppable starts here.
Gibson Truck World's expert team of sales and service staff will show you why we have been the pioneer of used trucks since 1995. With our 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty valid across the entire United States, our exclusive 15-day exchange policy, and our $1,000 best price guarantee, it's easy to see why we're the #1 used truck dealership in all of Florida. Please call, visit, or explore our website today to see for yourself why we are the king of trucks.
Fast Wi-Fi. You use it to connect just about everything, which means having fast Wi-Fi matters a lot. That's why Xfinity offers gig speed Wi-Fi, the fastest Wi-Fi you can get. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for streaming big games, having big meetings, and making big plans. It's a big deal for families with 1 kid, or 2 kids, or 3 kids, especially if there's 1 kid who has enough devices for 10 kids. It's a big deal for gamers who are streaming while someone else is posting about their virtual spin class. And yet, it's also a big deal for a quiet Friday night in, because fast Wi-Fi makes everything better. Now through October 11th, ask how to get a special offer of $300 back when you get gig speed internet, or get started with up to 50 megabits per second download speed for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Click, call, or visit an Xfinity store today. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible gateway. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Offer requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/11/21. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply.
Miles of pristine white sand below, expansive cerulean blue skies above, and wonderment everywhere you look. This is St. Pete Clearwater in the fall. Here, the senses awaken with the first morning light. Emerald green waters gently lap the shore. A calming Gulf breeze floats through the air. It's vivid, it's vibrant, and it's the perfect getaway. Plan your fall escape to America's best beaches at visitstpeteclearwater.com.
Hey Central Florida, it's time to up your standard of driving. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Are you sick of driving a car you hate? Raise the bar in a nice new car and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $69 per month. New cars from just $129 per month. Raise the bar and I'll get more for your old car. We'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value for your clunker. Is your credit score lower than you like? We will help you get approved. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. I'm raising the bar and making my best offer ever. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $69 per month. Trade-ins will pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
requires bank approval. Mirage 9900 72 months. 2.9 APR. $9 down. $249 payment plus tax tag fees. Max trade incentive based on purchase.
How much do you really know about John Lennon? Blood on the Tracks, the John Lennon Story is a new podcast hosted by Jake Brennan about Lennon's post-Beatles years in the turbulent, political, and violent 1970s, told from the perspective of those who knew him best.
I knew where the relationship was going. John no longer wanted me around, I guess. So we made a deal and both got what we wanted. I got 90 grand from a Capitol Records exec, and John got to move on without me.
Listen to Blood on the Tracks, the John Lennon Story, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Pick the Porn coming up in about 20 minutes, top of the hour. Raw's thoughts. What are you laughing at?
Well, someone texted us at 77031. I don't know if it's true or not. It just says, yo, Jimmy, Code Black here. Break me off a chunk.
No, it's not him. He doesn't talk like that. By the way, you noticed that your
only to you though.
Your sheet of chocolate has been decimated by Larry the newsroom coon.
Who let the raccoon in?
Yeah, he came in here and just tore it apart.
Oh, that's right, because he tried using me as a body shield because he's terrified of you.
All right, 407.
So he waits for me out there and goes, Deb.
104. I'm the most jovial guy in this building. Why is everybody so terrified of me?
Well, I don't know. I said, Larry, give Jimmy a hug. He needs it. And he looked at me and just said, no.
Yeah, he used me as a body shield.
Yeah.
I'm hearing an awful lot about chocolate, but I haven't eaten any yet.
Oh, wow.
God almighty.
You whine just like that.
I wanted to get the AC fixed. I wouldn't have to prop this door open because he hears too much of this show. He's sitting out there right now listening.
Yeah, he's inviting himself in. And
I weigh 170.
Right.
I can't believe Jimmy is 234.
By the way, if you didn't hear the beginning of the show today, you have to listen to the podcast of the program today. JimColbertLive.com. Listen to the first segment of the show.
Oh, yeah. The raccoon jumped in.
Larry heard us talking about weight and decided he had to interject his in there.
Hey, he wasn't called the prettiest girl in the newsroom for nothing.
He's a great guy.
He was not going to let you take all his glory.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. My daughter lives in Denver. She is in the military up there in the Air Force. Her boyfriend is a surveyor up there. Or fiance, I should say, is a surveyor up there. Okay. And I just saw this story. This is interesting because... Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. It's interesting because you don't really... Denver doesn't hit you as somebody that... or a place has to deal with this. You know, I would actually think this would be more prevalent, maybe even like our own Lake Eola. Because,
San Francisco.
Well, San Fran, they deal with it now for sure. But,
Honolulu.
But and I heard Austin has a big homeless... Somebody just said something about Austin having a massive homeless problem.
That was in a comedy special that I showed you.
Oh, but is that true?
I don't know. I don't know.
We just saw that today, but he said there's a bunch of tents out there. We know L.A. does because, Jack and I saw it. And if you haven't seen the L.A. homeless, the homeless section of L.A., not even Skid Row, just the area around downtown, it's oddly impressive.
Yeah, I hope it's not moved to Austin. I feel real bad for Joe Rogan because he left L.A. to escape the homeless problem.
Did he? So
yeah,
he did.
And now he's in Austin.
And they're following him around. That would be the greatest of all homeless people. Just said, wherever Rogan goes, we're just going to go.
Hey, Rogan, it's your audience.
Yeah, they're probably listeners. Yeah. I don't know. I heard he's over here now, man. I don't know.
Man, I got no money, but I got a satellite. Yeah, I think any state with weather that doesn't get too brutally cold. I know Jacksonville has a pretty bad homeless problem because that's like the first major city you get into Florida that you get Florida weather. You know, you don't have to go any farther south to get, like bridges or places to live or wherever. I don't know how that works out. I know how you kind of become homeless. You run out of money and you don't have a house. You don't have any...
Because people don't pay you back.
Because people don't pay you back.
Employment.
Mentally ill, that's a big part of it as well.
Yeah.
Employment's a big part of it. Can't stay employed. But I know that we had that issue. But this park up in Denver is interesting because they had to shut it down. Now, when I read this story initially, I was like, well, I mean, it's got to be it's like a little park somewhere, and this is just a good news story because it's Fox News, and of course they like to take any shot at any city run by a progressive. They like to take shots at them.
No,
that's part of Fox News, but I go there either way. And I mean, they may have a case here. I don't even think they actually put up a case of why it's like that. It just is. But they had to shut this park down called Civic Center Park. And when you see a photograph of this park, it is no joke, dude. This thing is gigantic. Imagine a park the size of 2 of those places in front of the Dr. Phillips Center.
Whoa.
Like that big of a park. Like it's a major meeting area. And they have to close it down because of environmental risks.
Poo-poo?
Human feces, needles, other fun stuff just lying around, the general malaise of homelessness, wandering about, committing crimes. They have to shut the entire park down because of discarded needles, human waste, and other things, safety concerns in general in the area. And when you look at the size of this park, look at this thing, Deborah. It looks like somewhere you'd have
yeah.
It looks like the mall kind of in Washington. It's really
huge.
Big. Now, I've never been to this park in Denver. I've been there a number of times, but I don't know where this park is or what it is. But everywhere in Denver is kind of beautiful. Like where you look around, Denver, everywhere you drive looks like you could pull off to the side of the road and just go hiking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not joking. I mean, I'm genuinely not joking. We went over to where the little girl who got murdered.
Benet Ramsey?
John Benet Ramsey.
Okay.
It was in Colorado Springs, I think. Or no, was it Denver? It was Denver.
Weird vacation spot?
Honestly, what it was is we were there with Code Black and his wife, and we were in
there
that area.
He is again.
We were in that area, and he says, hey, do you want to see the John Benet Ramsey house? And, we watched like every part of that thing.
Everybody did, yeah.
So we drove by, and it's really weird where it is, really. I mean, you think it's like, because when you see it on TV, you think it's like kind of isolated and by itself. It's not at all. I mean, when I say not at all, it's not at all. I can stand in the front yard and play catch with 5 houses from the front yard of that house. It's pretty darn close together, but how the houses there are weird.
Well, you have a pretty good arm.
Once you get to the side of the house, it just kind of disappears into shrubbery and stuff. And everything out there has a basement as well, so there's entryways all through there. But what the whole point is you're just driving around out there, and people are just pulled off the side of the road. And they get out of their car, and there's a mountain there, or a hill with a rugged trail, and you can just go hiking anywhere. So everywhere out there is kind of beautiful, especially in the summer and whatnot, in spring. It's a shame that it has to happen.
Well, a lot of people are texting us to say that, yes, indeed, that Austin has a very bad homeless problem. One person texted, said, my girlfriend is in Austin and lived in San Francisco. She said the homeless situation in Austin is worse.
Well, I don't know,
you've
really?
talked about the doo-doo that you have to step around in the streets of San Francisco.
That visit to San Francisco changed. I expected it to be the romantic, Golden Gate Bridge on the wharf there, having some lunch, going up and down, what's the big road there? I can never remember the name of it, where the trolleys go.
Not Canal Street.
No, it's not. That's New Orleans. But either way, that road, you can ride the trolley and go to the Chinese market, everything like that. And all that was cool. And then we walked like 2 blocks from this pretty nice hotel we were staying at, and it was a war zone. I mean, people just sleeping on the sidewalk and sleeping bags. They poke their head out, hit their crack pipe, put their head back in. People just using the bathroom where they'd just be walking and just stop and go to the bathroom.
Like crack-a-mole.
Crack-a-mole.
Yeah, it was like crack-a-mole.
So I go ahead.
LA's the worst, though. I mean, Jack and I will tell you, you've never seen, unless you've seen LA homelessness, you've not seen it.
Sorry. You see homelessness in Brazil.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe third world. I'm talking here in the country. I've seen it in Mexico, too, in the backside of Mexico where the tourist areas aren't. And it is, that's not even, you can't even call that a slum. I mean, there's not even roofs on the houses back there.
So if you go ahead and if you look up who has the most homeless, you're going to obviously find all of the biggest cities. New York City has the most homeless. Well, I got curious of going, well, maybe that isn't per capita, and it's not. Eugene, Oregon.
Oregon, per capita has the most homeless
people?
So the biggest percentage of people in Eugene are homeless.
Yeah, so New York City, per 100,000 people, they have 394 homeless people. Los Angeles, per 100,000, they have 397. Eugene, Oregon, per 100,000, 432. They're the only 400-plus city
in the U.S.
And yet
In the
you
US.
never hear them when the discussion is about homeless people.
What is the population of Eugene? Does it say it there?
I would have to do.
That's one of the bigger cities in Oregon, right?
I mean, it's. I've never.
What's the capital of Oregon? Salem? Yeah.
Is Salem?
Is it Salem?
Capital of Oregon?
Sounds
I
good.
thought it was Eugene.
172,000.
So that's a pretty big city. I mean, you think that's the size of Orlando.
And
I mean,
that's-
Orlando proper is like 150, 170,000, right?
That's 2019.
Huh.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I know Orlando's odd. I know a lot of cities in the South because Orlando proper, the city, isn't really that big. But when you start mixing in the surrounding areas, Altamont Springs, so all those, it gets real big. 1.5 million people or whatever. But I'm telling you, man, unless you've been to L.A., you've driven around downtown L.A., and I don't know where the homeless is there because Vegas has a big problem too.
Yeah.
Vegas's issue is they have these tunnels, I guess, these access tunnels underneath the city that were there for something else. And the homeless have just taken them over, and there's an entire underground city of homeless people in Vegas. Have you guys seen that?
I have not.
Like, it's crazy. Like
that would be creepy.
You can see YouTube videos where they walk through there, and it looks like a Denzel Washington movie where he's like looking for the one guy who saw the murder. And there's like fires, and people are sitting around, and everybody's grubby. That's what it looks like. It looks like a movie scene.
Oh, that kind of, yeah, that's...
But when you go to L.A., and you drive around, and Philly, I hear, has a pretty good one as well. But when you go to Los Angeles, Jack and I were there in the right at 2000.
2001, yeah.
Right, yeah, right there, which is 20 years ago. And we were driving around, this is 20 years ago, and you simply can't believe the scope of it. You can't believe the scope of it. Block after block, homes or shanties built off to the side of government buildings, taking up the entire sidewalk, tarps, blankets, shopping carts, whatever they can do to create a frame so they can drape something over it that will repel water as if it ever rains there. It doesn't matter. And it's cities, Deborah. It's cities of homelessness.
Hey, listen, we may not be a big city like Los Angeles, but sometimes it can feel like we have Los Angeles traffic out there. You and I, Jimmy, had meant to mention this earlier, actually, but someone had texted us at 77031 asking us to please urgently let drivers know that the 408 is shut down. This person said tell people to stay off the 408 over an hour and traffic hasn't moved.
Okay.
It's an accident. Both eastbound and westbound has the lanes blocked. Our traffic reports are saying like one lane is getting through, but it's now 5:30, almost 6 o'clock. And if this accident's been there since 2:08.
Yeah, it's been all afternoon.
3.5 hours.
So it's pretty bad when you caught that a little bit earlier. But yeah, man, they in Orlando and areas in the South, we know that the homeless problem can be big. It's just simply because you can deal with the weather.
I hate to say it, but I love Daytona. But it's different though. I mean, you used to know like when you got closer to the beaches. And I won't say Daytona specifically, but this is like the one spot like closer. But I mean, we were miles away from the beaches and just waiting at a traffic light. It was having to keep your eyes on all of these different people looking to approach your vehicle. And it
can get sketchy in Daytona.
Very sketchy, man. This is the day the sun was still out. It wasn't like it was late at night.
It's so funny too. I had a story pulled about 2 weeks ago. And it was one of these list things that we usually use to fill small segments or whatever. And it was that very thing. It was the was it the most dangerous? What were you saying? It was the most dangerous
for pedestrians? Beaches.
No, the most overrated tourist spots in the world, and Daytona Beach was one of them. Because when you hear about Florida, you hear Daytona Beach, Florida's most famous beach, or is it the world's most famous beach?
I don't know the marketing.
I want to say it's the world's most famous beach.
I think they call Daytona Beach the world's most famous beach.
Because that's where NASCAR, that's where,
And when you go there, you think, oh man, this is the world's most famous beach. This is going to be great. It's like that scene in Elf where he gets the world's greatest coffee. And you pull up, and then within 5 minutes there, you're robbed with a piece of broken glass of all of your traveler's checks. they take your rental car and leave you and your burnt kids at the intersection of A1A and whatever.
I think it's the most famous. I think we need more information, though. Why is it the most famous?
Well, I mean, that's where all of the beach movies were made, like in the 50s and 60s.
Spring Break.
Yeah. Spring Break. Wasn't that where NASCAR got its start with?
Yeah, they raced on the beach.
On the beach. So, That's
Yeah, they raced on the beach there, and then of course, what was the other thing there? They used to have shows there on the pier, I believe, just kind of like it was in Atlantic City for a while, if I remember right.
So there is actually one Florida city on this list that I am looking at that is homeless per capita, 100,000. How many? What city?
Is it in the top 20?
It is in the top 20. Yes.
Yeah, okay, in the top 20. I mean, here's the thing. Tampa's the hottest thing in Florida right now. I'm going to go Tampa.
And this is from 2018, so that should be no.
All right. Jack, you want to go next?
I'm going to say that would be Christmas.
That's great. Christmas, Florida, with a grand total of 4 people there.
Jacksonville.
It is Tallahassee.
Tallahassee
with 236 homeless people per 100,000.
Are they the politicians?
Yeah, they're about to be.
Man, that is crazy. I would never thought in a million years to be Tallahassee. Why is it that you don't picture the capitals being overrun with homeless?
Well, and that's the thing is that we talk about Daytona. Daytona's not even on the list that I'm looking at. This is 2018. Still feel like that needs clarification, but you always base it off of our own personal interactions. I mean, I think everyone's going to. It's hard to look at it from a different view when you go only off of your own experiences.
407-916-1041. I would agree with that. Hey, Denver, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
What's going on, Jimmy, guys? Just here where I'm a land surveyor, and we encounter way more homeless people than you think. And here in the state of Florida, there are actually in Orlando, there are way more homeless people living in the car, and I happen to be one of those.
Yeah,
really?
you're the driver who texts the show all the time, right?
Yes, I'm actually homeless. I work 2 full-time jobs. Yes, I am, and I have children and everything like that.
So how's
I pay my bills, and by the way, I'm one of those friends that my friend handed me the keys to the car that I'm in right now and the title and said, pay me, and I pay him every week religiously, and this is the 6th car he's done for me.
Hey,
so I'm one of those good people.
Hey, Denver, you have 2 jobs and everything. I mean, I'm not judging at all, but how do you wind up in a situation?
I actually was homeless in 2019, had a family issue. In February 2020, I actually got hired to the job I'm at right now. I moved into a friend of the family's trailer, was living there for a year. In February of 2021, they didn't want to do any repairs, gave me a 30-day notice, told me to get the bleep out. I was forced to send my children back to their mother's house. I've been working 2 jobs. I stayed working during COVID. And unfortunately, in the state of Florida, and yes, Jimmy, I called the Coalition for the Homeless and all of them, because I am a single white male with a college education. I do not qualify for any kind of services whatsoever. I live in my car 5 nights a week, and I get a hotel on the weekends to see my children.
Damn.
Okay, so you pay child support?
No, I don't. I work everything else. I pay clothes, sports, cell phones, life insurance policy, school supplies, all that stuff like that. I have it all worked out. And when I have them, I take care of all my stuff when I'm with them. But their moms need anything for them, they call me. I go get it on spot.
Gotcha.
No questions asked.
So, I mean, is this a plan for you? Do you have a plan to end the homelessness thing, or is this becoming part of a lifestyle? Or are you becoming acclimated to being homeless?
No, I'm not acclimated at all. I hate it with an absolute passion. Unfortunately, due to my ex ruining my credit, like you said earlier, the credit and stuff like that, I got stuck with all the bills, and it's all on my credit, and I can't file bankruptcy. When COVID hit, everything like that, I had a choice, either take bankruptcy or take care of my family. I chose to take care of my family, and I've been doing it ever since. No, unfortunately, in the state of Florida, the cost of living has gone up so much that 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment on average in the Central Florida area is $1,200 a month.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
and you
15.
you have to make 3 times that amount in order to get into the place.
Yeah, and what's weird is if you're an over-the-road truck driver, which I think you are, you're not even there half the time.
I'm local. I'm local.
Oh, you're local.
I'm actually local. I used to do over-the-road truck driver. I'm actually local. I live in Orlando. I actually live in my car, either on my company's property or at the hotel that I get on the weekends they allow me, or Walmart parking lot. There's way more stuff. And then my day starts at 4:30 in the morning. I start 5 o'clock to be a surveyor. When I get off my job at 4:30 in the afternoon, or 4 o'clock, I go right immediately doing my delivery job from 4:30 in the afternoon till 11, 12 o'clock at night. I don't get to bed because I got to go clean up, take care of myself in a restroom someplace, and all that stuff. And then I start my day, and that's what I do 12 days a week.
Well, I hope it gets better for you, man. And listen, rent prices are up 20% in 2021 in Orlando alone. $1,500 a month is the average. And like our Denver driver said, you got to have 3 times that to be able to move in.
Yeah. And it's crazy, but don't feel sorry for me, because I tell you what, there are far people in this world that have far worse we do. But yes, the homeless population for us land surveyors, I just came back from Jacksonville today, and I literally sat there and watched not one, not two, but three people take care of themselves on the open street, on the corner, where everybody in the gods can see them.
Unbelievable, man. Thanks, hey, thanks, Denver. We appreciate it. We hope things
Yeah.
turn around for you for sure, buddy. Good Lord of mercy.
Absolutely. And Lake Nona, 30% run is up, and Windermere, 24%.
407-916-1041. Pick the porns next. Load them up.
Oh.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Insperity.
Despite a heartbreaking loss, should the Cowboys feel like contenders today? I mean, Dak answered all the injury questions, threw it nearly 60 times for over 400 yards. The Bucs had to rally late, lost the turnover battle big, had more penalties, lost time of possession yet, pulled out a win. In the end, though, Dallas is still in the business of moral victories, while Tampa knows they should win, even when they play poorly. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Providing scalable HR services, employee benefits, payroll, and HR technology for 30-plus years. Insperity's mission is to help businesses succeed so communities prosper. Insperity, HR that makes a difference. Visit Insperity.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss the final days of the biggest sale of the year, where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
So, what are you sipping? Whether it's our freshly ground coffee to wake you up, or an icy Polar Pop cup or Froster to keep you going, our new Sip and Save drink subscription at Circle K will keep you refreshed every day. Join Circle K's Sip and Save and grab any size drink every day for just $5.99 a month. Yeah! Start sipping and saving today. Just sign up with your mobile number when you check out at Circle K. Limited time offer at participating locations.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. When choosing a health plan, everything's important, like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products. Brand name products. Real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for. Transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more, like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
You may not be planning to get stopped at a rail crossing today, but trains can come at any time. When you approach a rail crossing, stop before the pavement markings that look like white connecting X's. Never stop on the tracks or drive around lowered gates. Remember, slow down. Keep clear of the tracks by staying outside of the dynamic envelope and stay alert. Plans can wait. Trains can't. The department's efforts are ongoing, so follow FDOT on social for more updates.
I'm looking forward to a play date with my granddaughter.
I can't wait to get together with my friends for a backyard barbecue. If you're 65 or older, you're starting to get back to doing things you love. Did you know even healthy adults 65 and older are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia? It's a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. Help protect yourself with the Prevnar 13 pneumococcal 13 valent conjugate vaccine, diphtheria CRM 197 protein. Prevnar 13 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 13 does not protect against all strains of the disease. Ask your doctor or pharmacist today about Prevnar 13. Learn more at Prevnar13.com. Don't get Prevnar 13 if you have had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with a weakened immune system may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-866-694-9300 or visit Prevnar13.com.
This is your fairy godmother. Please stop asking me for free money orders. Amscot has them. Early, late, with more 24-hour locations than ever. Even I can't do that.
Free money orders at Amscot. No purchase fees.
Whether you're playing big or small, there's a lot of money to win when you play Vegas-style table games at Orange City Racing and Card Club. There's big cash winners every day. With just a $5 minimum, you can feel the excitement of playing Vegas-style table games. So enjoy an NFL game and play the games that give you a chance to win in September's Big Kickoff with Cash. And for just a $5 minimum at Orlando's closest Orange City Racing and Card Club, just off I-4 exit 111B on Saxon Boulevard.
You do not want your AC to break down when it gets hot in the summertime in Central Florida, so make sure you get hold of Mills Air. They can help you with preventative maintenance on all brands. Preventative maintenance can save you so much money. They can detect upcoming breakdowns and you're not stuck. MillsAir.com. That's MillsAir.com.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 is brought to you by the City of Mount Dora.
The good news? You can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 104.1. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jackie's here with us. Yeah. Ross has the sauce jar.
Guys, hop aboard.
Hop aboard!
Because I have a beautiful pair of tickets.
To where, buddy?
To see legend. He tripped balls at Woodstock. Santana.
What?
Live September 17th at the Amway Center.
Cool. So cool.
That's what's up. You don't need Rob Thomas. Get over the whole Rob Thomas song. Go see Santana. If you win trivia, you're going to go see a living legend. That's awesome.
That song changed the trajectory of his career, though, because before Smooth with Rob Thomas, I saw Santana play at the Brevard County Fair.
Yeah.
And he was fantastic.
Of course.
It was the same Santana.
Right, exactly.
And he was just shredding it, and it was fantastic.
He has been playing professional guitar since I think he was 14. He was a touring musician at 15, right?
Yeah, and all of his siblings are musicians as well, right?
Yeah, but that,
that's a difference maker.
That Smooth song hits, and it just relaunches his career like Pulp Fiction did for John Travolta.
Absolutely.
And now he's doing arenas, 20 years later.
And it's
30 years later.
30 years later, yeah. A chance to see Santana, brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. Hey, go local with your move. It can be local or long distance, residential, commercial, it doesn't matter. They can handle it. And if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, they're going to give you a discount. So book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's CENTO. Moving.com. Jim, back to you.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Ross, who goes first today?
Evan,
line 2. Evan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Want to play a little Pick the Porn with us?
Oh, I'm always down to pick the porn.
Let's do it.
How come you can't look at me, Jimmy?
I love this song.
Ask him if he wants a hug.
Not now.
Oh, yeah,
really?
to this song. Oh, yeah.
HR issue.
I'm here for it.
All right, Evan, here it is, buddy. It's Friday. That means it's time for Pick the Porn. Here are 3 actual adult film titles and 1 lie that you should never give a key to your apartment to.
I've been there, done that, huh?
Number 1, Cram Session.
Oh, Lord.
Nice.
Number 2, Gag Gift.
I got Jack. Jack hates this, and that got him.
I do hate it. That was pretty fun.
Number 3, Number 3, Bonaroo.
I hear they canceled it this year.
And
it
lastly,
was too muddy.
And lastly, Wood in the Hood. Which of those is fake?
I'm going Wood in the Hood.
Wood in the Hood's an actual adult film movie.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's a cover.
Describe the title.
That's a cover you don't want to be a part of. Yeah. Looks like a murder snuff film kind of feel. I don't know. Jack. Ross, who's next?
Wood in the Hood is great. It's a good beginning, middle, and end. Let's welcome Joe on line 4.
Joe, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. All right, find the faking
Hey,
here.
how
right?
you doing?
Number 1, cram session. Number 2, gag gift. And lastly,
Come on, say it.
Bonaroo.
I'm going to have to go with number 3.
Number 3 is the answer. Bonaroo is fake. You are the winner. Jack's applauding because it's over. Yay! That's fine. You are a winner, Joe. Have yourself a great weekend. You know your porn, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, buddy. What a great
So
sensual
proud.
voice. I love
yeah.
that. Very proud of
He
himself.
should be in porn. Thank you, Jim.
He should. His voice is a porn movie.
It
isn't
is. Hey, right there.
All right. Yeah, cram session is an actual, and that's an offensive cover. Gag gift, another one. Just another one. It's just you just think to yourself, God, man, that's
Why? Why?
Man, you must have really needed money. Just all I can think
And
is
family said
you
no.
must have been real short at that point, because when you decide to do that for a living, you're like, man, I need that cash. I'm gonna need half of it for the surgery to repair my throat. Others that did not make the cut: Jelly Bellies, Batter Up. I want to think of the use of the word batter there.
Yeah.
And Three-Way Mayhem. All did not make the cut today. Ross, what's coming up for thoughts, buddy?
Guys, I can finally announce this massive thing, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that.
Keep it, pick the porn going.
Exactly. Where we go?
I've been sitting on this thing for
All right.
Another pick the porn
Turn it
title.
up, Jack. Turn it up.
There we go. Keep going, Ross.
It's going to make you guys hot.
You ruined it.
I tried to keep it going.
Let's get hot and ruined next.
I don't have to look no more. In all my days, I hope and I pray for someone just like you. Make me feel the way you do.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
I'm never ever gonna stop the way I feel.
Riding the wave of vaccine breakups. What do you mean you're sick of my face? See you at the bar. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
An accident still has 3 left lanes blocked heading east on the 408 near Conway Road, and we're still seeing pretty much a parking lot back to I-4, so avoid this area right now. Traffic's moving up to speed in the westbound direction. We're seeing delays continue westbound on I-4 between World Drive and 429, as well as southbound 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Spectrum Business. Small businesses are always looking for ways to cut costs. That's why they should switch to Spectrum Business. They could cut their internet and phone bill in half while getting faster internet speeds and proven reliability. Call 888-489-2212 today.
Man, when it comes to your bathroom, Rebath of Mid-Florida knows how terrible it is to have a bathroom you don't love. And that's why they want to get the bathroom of your dreams in. Imagine starting and ending every day in a beautiful spa-like environment. That's what they do, man. They come in and demo the terrible bathroom you have now, and then you work hand in hand with the designers to come up with a design for the products that make you happy and really enhance the way your house looks right now. And they do this with products like natural stone, travertine, and marble cut beautifully in colors that you love, and it all fits perfectly, no grout lines. They do everything, tub, shower, tile, lighting, cabinetry. It's all right there. It's a one-stop shop for the bathroom of your dreams. They want to help you out by doing it in just 4 to 6 days, doing it with their employees. And when it's all said and done, lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. That's unheard of. And this is a national company. You're going to get a great job the first time, every time. Hop online today, rebathmidfla.com. Look at those before and afters, man. Simply amazing stuff. You can have that. You can. Just log on and book your appointment today. It's rebathmidfla.com.
Buying a car can be a bumpy ride. You need to get financing from a lender, insurance from an agency, and complete the purchase at a dealership. But Navy Federal Credit Union's fully loaded car buying experience makes car buying smooth. That's because there's everything you need to buy, finance, protect, and enjoy your dream car. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/car buying. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
There is nothing harder than being a parent right now. So if your house currently sounds like this, you need a break. And surprisingly, donating plasma at BioLife Plasma Services can give you a break. Stay with me here. It's a physical break from the kids. Yes, finally some alone time. Give your bank account a break. You could earn up to $1,200 in your first month. And a break from reality. Free Wi-Fi, baby. So book an appointment today to donate your life-saving plasma. BioLife. There's purpose in your plasma. Visit biolifeplasma.com to learn more.
Hey there. I'm Attorney Mo DeWitt. I enjoy long walks on the beach and pursuing justice. Injured on the go? You already know. Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Office Orlando. 866. Call Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's opponents on Man vs. Train. At the crossing, we have Rick, a 175-pound frustrated man who's running late for work. And on the tracks, we have Bull, a million-pound freight train that takes a mile to stop. Let's see who comes out on top.
You can't beat a train, so don't try. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Repairs at dealerships are expensive, and finding a quality repair shop can be hit or miss. That's why Castrol is partnering with independent workshops on an innovative network of repair shops. Here, we put quality products and a 3-year, 36,000-mile repair warranty in the hands of certified technicians to give you exceptional service at a great value. Visit our newest location, Swinson's Car Care in Winter Garden, today.
He raids your fridge.
You're out of Barada.
Borrows your car without asking.
Scratches? What scratches?
He's your brother-in-law.
I'll pay you back.
He takes what's yours and there's nothing you can do. But when identity thieves want to take what's yours, you can do something. LifeLock by Norton monitors your info and alerts you to potential threats. If you become a victim, they can help fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can save up to 25% off your first year at LifeLock.com using promo code NEWS.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated, and divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
IDC's All Tacori Weekend is coming, September 17th, 18th, and 19th. Your best opportunity to experience the magic of Tacori with exciting incentives. Tacori is the brand above all brands in bridal and fashion, handcrafted in California by true artisans. Tacori sets the standard. IDC's flying in the entire Tacori collection for this 3-day event, including all new, never-seen-before designs with stunning beauty from every angle. And if you purchase any Tacori engagement ring at this event, you'll get 36 months zero-interest financing, plus a $500 gift card on us. Buy the matching band and get another $500. Buy his band and get another $500. $1,500 total. And while you're here, you can match that perfect ring with the most exquisite diamond the world has to offer as IDC opens up the vault, showcasing our largest GIA and Forevermark diamond selection ever. Don't miss this spectacular and unprecedented 3-day event. International Diamond Center's All Tacori Weekend, September 17th through 19th, only at IDC. 4 Orlando showrooms on approved credit.
This year full of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware, toolsacehardware.com.
There's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. Sip into fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or a pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
Join Advent Health for Pink on Parade 5K on October 10th as we celebrate the brave individuals in our community battling breast cancer, survivors who have won their fights, and those who shine on through their loved ones. Incredible things happen when we go pink. Pink. Register now at pinkonparade.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded. Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lynch Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in. I mean, really, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it.
We very much appreciate it.
Yeah, baby! It's funny to watch Jack. It's funny to watch Jack when the ratings are good.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He's so relaxed. He's so chill. He's like, suck it.
Yeah. It's so funny when the numbers are good. You know, Jack's the program director as well. I don't know how many people know that.
Yeah.
So your responsibility is the station's health.
Yeah, extra stress.
And it's just, you have good ratings. It just means, it keeps people off your back for a while.
Sure does, right, yeah.
Someone's having a Captain Morgan and Coke when he gets home.
We hit a bit of a stride here lately. So thanks for listening and tuning in. We're glad you enjoy what we do every day. And hope you continue to do that for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
At the liquor store.
Yeah, it's funny.
Tango Jack.
Sometimes.
What's a lick read?
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
Old school,
It's Ross Thoughts.
Guys, last night I was at Wise Guys Lounge telling jokes, and then this morning I wake up and find out that my brother is going to be on drugs. No, he's not on drugs. In fact,
he already is.
He's incredibly sober.
Right, he's so straight it's scary.
It's kind of like disappointing how sober he is.
He's so straight edge. It's really unnerving.
Because I've gotten banged up with my brother. I've gotten faded. I've seen a couple gods before with him, like.
Just alcohol, though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just a couple drops of alcohol.
Oh, okay. There we go.
What I am so unbelievably happy to announce, and this is really weird, I think I got permission to say this.
Are you sure, man?
You think you got permission?
We'll find out.
Yeah, you will.
Find out. My brother is going to be on a nationally broadcast television show. He's going to be singing on Fox on the new hit show coming this summer, Alter Ego.
Really?
When does it kick off?
September 22nd, 12 days from now.
So 12 days from now. And this is can you say the network?
Fox. I already did.
So this is a Fox Network primetime reality kind of contest singing show.
Yeah, and the whole premise of it, and this is one thing.
This is a crazy premise. And you know what? This goes back to what you said last week. And I want to say this. You're like, what could be next? What could be next? We've done everything. And I remember I told you, it was like people thought that was this, and then they thought that was this. Just when you thought the singing show couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, so you've seen the show promo, and what they do is that they hook people up to machines, not in a Matrix way, but in a, we're going to grab your facial reactions, we're going to put you in a mocap suit, and then you perform, and then we will give you an avatar.
So cool. It's like the Masked Singer, but the next level.
It's like the Masked Singer, sort of, but
you're digitized.
You're digitized.
You're an avatar.
You're an avatar.
Cool.
And now I can't help but think Wise Guys Lounge wasn't so special last night. It was a great set.
Hey, it was special for you.
Hey, it was in DeBerry.
Hey.
So there's another wrinkle to that, right? Because, there's a reason they make you an avatar.
Yeah, so that's another thing, too. I was like, if I'm in my brother's shoes, I'm also kind of being like, well, I can also just sing without the mocap suit.
Yeah, motion capture, by the way.
Yeah, so the whole premise of the show is kind of like these people who are participating are getting a second chance at their entertainment dream sort of thing. And I'm also in the back of my mind, I was like, my brother's a killer. He's pre-COVID, he's performing all the time. I don't know how many full-time performers are on this show, but my brother is definitely one of them. and he came out with a Facebook post about announcing that he's on the show. So I feel like I'm good at talking about it.
Yeah,
you know?
if he went to social media, he won't kill you.
But the first thing that I feel about this is I've never felt this level of pride.
Jealousy?
It's pride.
Pride?
Nice
Pride.
try, Jack.
No jealous, even though I do think they got the wrong pageant.
Wait, I thought it was singing.
It's a singing show, though, right?
Yeah, but you guys haven't really heard me tap these pipes.
But isn't the premise of the show a little bit like you don't sound like you look type thing? And that's the whole idea is like you don't really look how you sound and your looks maybe have held you back a little bit or whatever?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like
it's your face. The problem is your face.
Yeah, I can't help but think about my brother making it all the way to the end of a Blue Man Group audition. They're like, yeah, you didn't get it, and also never audition again.
Oh, God, that is harsh.
What I do wrong? Oh, you did nothing wrong. In fact,
you're great.
You were phenomenal. It's just we don't like your face.
And that's the hard part about entertainment, man. They do not sugarcoat S.
So
they will literally
here's the
tell
best
you
thing.
it's your face.
They didn't even say he was good looking, not good looking, nothing. It's just your face. We don't like it.
So we've got to get him. And then I talked to him a little bit today, and I was like, yo, can we interview you? Which is really weird to ask your own brother who's already been on this program
a number of times.
And he goes ahead and tells me, he's like, yeah, you got to go through Fox.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy over here.
He's not doing your people.
Yeah. You got to send an email. Which is not me, and ask them.
It's so funny because right now I'm on entertainment.ew.com and the article is about meet the colorful avatars of Fox's new singing competition, Alter Ego from Loverboy to Fern. Do we know what his character is? He Kai?
I don't know.
He's in the promo.
There's only two dudes, so he's got to be.
When you look up the promo, he's in it.
The judges are Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
All right. Alanis Morissette, which I still kind of have an odd crush on, so I'm a little
she still
jealous.
looks great. Still a very talented woman.
She hits me with like Lord of the Rings high elf vibes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I enjoy Alanis Morissette. Grimes.
Yeah, that's Elon Musk's wife or girl or whatever.
Yeah, who gave, I think, birth to a robot or something
like
like
that.
that.
Whatever his name was.
I don't know. It's
odd.
It charges at like red lights.
And there's one more, right?
And then there's Will I Am.
Will I Am, right.
So my brother's been hanging out with all of these super famous people.
And you're over there at
I'm at Carmichael's Wise Guys.
Wise Guys. Hey.
Yeah. I'm doing crowd work with a drunk at the bar.
He's talking musical theory with Will I Am.
Yeah. What happened here? And I also can't help but think,
like one of the richest people on the planet's wife's there. The guy running his own space program is just chilling there.
And I'm over here at the bar going, how good are the mac and cheese bites?
You're at craft services wondering how you can jack a bologna sandwich?
Are they fried? They're fried, right? They're all fried.
Is there a limit on how many I can have?
Yeah. I cannot help but think how proud I am, how happy I am. It is overwhelming, and it hasn't even really hit. It just keeps coming in waves like, yo, my brother's about to be on Channel 4.
So let me ask you a question, man. This is a very interesting thing because obviously this could be a massive boost to his career with this gigantic platform. But what do you win?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. What is the prize? Because usually with shows like that, the prize is like a recording contract, a tour where they finance it and promote it or something like that.
Who knows? But
because that's what they usually do, right? Even with the American Idols, after the show is over, with the exception of the winners, I think they would take the second place to like 8th place, and they would go out and create a tour.
Yo, Kelly Clarkson got her own show.
I know.
She's not even singing anymore.
Right.
She's doing talk shows.
She's eating and chatting.
Yeah. So am I about to be my brother's warm-up guy?
Oh, my God.
6 years?
Be.
Dude, you should do that.
Oh, my God. I would love it.
You could be his crowd warmer.
And
his fluffer.
And I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I'm my brother's fluffer.
That's different.
I'm not a brother fluffer.
You brother fluffer.
You
stupid brother fluffer.
No, we're not.
You know how I know?
I'm making that t-shirt
This
too.
is our
stupid brother fluffer.
This is my new gauge on whether or not we're having a good show is how many show titles we come up with.
50 today.
There's been
We're
a
gonna
lot.
have a lot more, we have to do a lot more shows.
Right now, it's Deb, Jack, and Ross have a threesome.
I don't know. I'm no brother fluffers up there.
So I gotta shout out to one person who, and this, I guarantee you, anybody who's listening to this who can hold any bit of a pitch, anybody who can sing at all, has had a parent look at their singing child and go, "You gotta go after American Idol. You gotta go on a singing show."
That's the epicenter of fame to them.
My mom.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Is having the biggest. I told you so. I told you.
And it's on Fox, too.
And it's on Fox.
It's
Oh
even better
no,
for her.
my God, that's the best for
That's,
her.
that's the only channel she has.
So my.
She doesn't even have any other channels. It's just Fox.
It's just. It is so funny how right my mom has been for the last, I don't know, 2 decades, I think she's been saying. However long American Idol has been on, my mom has been momming hard.
Oh, yeah.
About, I'm telling you, Simon would love you. I'm telling. She is so into singing shows. She always has been. And
It's good, solid fun, man.
Yeah, my mom's an America's Got Talent girl.
Yeah, I mean, that same business model.
Yeah, with Nightbird.
Nightbird.
Yeah, she went viral after her audition on America's Got Talent.
So this is insane. This is my reality now. My
is
brother,
he still going to take your calls?
I think so. I guess I have to go through Fox.
Does he have an agent?
I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I think he does.
He will now. That's for sure. He will now.
How?
I wonder what you
awesome.
win. I would love to know what you win with that show. That's the interesting thing for me.
Hopefully, it's not a new little brother.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm kind of happy where I'm at when it comes to being his brother.
Yeah. Usually, it's some kind of recording deal or something like that, where they'll put out a record, but that show is. And here's the thing: it's not like. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't know anything about the Masked Singer. I know that they're supposed to be talented, but I mean, all these people are talented. Chase is an extremely talented singer and player.
Well, I mean, the Masked Singer are celebrities who are just dressed up. So, but I mean, you're not kidding. This is Chase's.
I'm just so happy because this is the opposite of that Blue Man Group audition, which is so ruthlessly funny. You did great. You're not getting the job because it's your face.
And never audition again.
But be in radio.
But part of me thinks this is the opposite, where Fox walked up to him and went, "We like you because of your face."
Right, exactly. You're just ugly enough, sir. Come on in.
Yeah, like what is...
You look just weird enough. Drop on by.
So go, please, Central Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's a voting thing. I'm still in the dark outside of... Holy crap! My brother's about to sing on national television.
It's a judge thing. I don't know if there's is there a viewer element to this?
Oh, if there is, we're gonna have to turn out in force.
I have no idea, but hey, Central Florida.
Send that email to Fox so we can get some details.
If you out in Daytona with the infamous Jim Who Farted t-shirt.
I'm no brother fluffer.
If you want to make a no brother fluffer shirt, that show premieres September 22nd and 23rd. It's like a 2-day event.
It'll be a massive talking point of the show until something happens, man. We will cover that for sure.
This is going to be
It's going to
awesome.
be great, man. It's going to be very cool. But you do have to work on getting him back on, though, because let's let a couple episodes go through and then try to set something up so we can talk to him.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
God, I'm his agent. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
All right,
go, brother, go.
407-916-1041. One of the best texts we've had today. Listening from Louisiana. Listening while I run gator lines in the swamp. Almost stabbed myself with a hook. I was laughing so hard it picked the porn. Love it. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
I don't know what the hell a gator line is, but God bless you.
That's where they catch gators. Thanks, Coon Ass. We appreciate it. Keep listening. Turn it up. Back in a sec.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos. For locations, go to gringoslocos.com and securedroofingandrestoration.com. Visit their website for your free estimate today. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Our heaviest traffic continues at this hour westbound on I-4 between World Drive and 429. It's slow, too, between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, and also between Lee Road and Colonial Drive. Eastbound steady between the 408 and Lee Road. The 408 is slowly getting back up to speed from earlier problems near Conway Road, but it's steady back to I-4. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Spectrum Business. Small businesses are always looking for ways to cut costs. That's why they should switch to Spectrum Business. They could cut their internet and phone bill in half while getting faster internet speeds and proven reliability. Call 888-489-2212 today.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
Our iconic iHeartRadio Music Festival is finally back. September 17th and 18th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Darius Rucker, Dua Lipa, Phineas, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, with special guests Florida Georgia Line, Walker Hayes, and more. Streaming free on the CW app and CWTV.com and live on iHeartRadio stations across America. Our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
In the time before AT&T fiber internet.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
What did you do, love?
I ran out of internet data.
And they're making you shame walk.
No, it's just how I feel. Shame! Shame!
In the time after AT&T fiber internet.
Nice to have unlimited internet data, right?
Right. The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. Restrictions apply.
Get a 79-cent large Big Gulp fountain drink with 7 rewards. Think about how much refreshingly glorious Big Gulp goodness you can get from raiding your couch cushions, or searching your car seats, or plundering your pants pockets. You're a Gulpillionaire, and you don't even know it yet. 7-Eleven. Take it to 11. Offer good through 11/2/21. 79-cent plus tax where applicable at select U.S. 7-Eleven stores. See 7-Eleven app for full terms.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I like giving back.
I donate plasma with BioLife because people living with immune deficiencies need my help today.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I don't have a good reason not to.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I get paid.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I like a little extra spending cash.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I want to buy a TV for my bathroom one day.
Whatever your reason, BioLife makes it easy to earn up to $1,200 in your first month of donating. BioLife. There's purpose in your plasma. Visit BioLifePlasma.com to learn more.
A bounce check can be expensive. Why risk it when an Amscot cash advance could cost a lot less? Up to $500 on the spot with no credit check, and it won't hurt your credit rating. Amscot. Some restrictions apply.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Did you know that Solis Health Plans gives you up to $1,200 per year in OTC products? Yes, up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Furthermore, with Solis, you don't have a copay when visiting primary doctors or specialists. 0. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Fast Wi-Fi. You use it to connect just about everything, which means having fast Wi-Fi matters. A lot. That's why Xfinity offers gig speed Wi-Fi, the fastest Wi-Fi you can get. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for streaming big games, having big meetings, and making big plans. It's a big deal for families with 1 kid, or 2 kids, or 3 kids, especially if there's 1 kid who has enough devices for 10 kids. It's a big deal for gamers who are streaming while someone else is posting about their virtual spin class. And yet, it's also a big deal for a quiet Friday night in, because fast Wi-Fi makes everything better. Now through October 11th, ask how to get a special offer of $300 back when you get gig speed internet, or get started with up to 50 megabits per second download speed for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Click, call, or visit an Xfinity store today. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible gateway. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Offer requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/11/21. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply.
In St. Pete Clearwater, let your senses be your guide. Follow the incredible aroma of outdoor dining under a starlit night, or see the sunset over the Gulf, painting a magnificent orange and red sky. Feel the gentle breeze on a leisurely stroll along the new St. Pete Pier, or let every sense come alive at the Salvador Dali Museum. Sounds like it's time for a fall getaway. You can sense it. Plan your fall escape to America's best beaches at visitstpeteclearwater.com.
If your grocery delivery is just okay, that's not okay. But good news, now Kroger is here to not just deliver groceries, but over-deliver with freshness guaranteed. And the coolest trucks, literally, they're refrigerated to beat the heat, so your salad always has that farm fresh snap. Sound more than okay? Then order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your next 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's opponents on Man versus Train. At the crossing, we have Rick, a 175-pound frustrated man who's running late for work. And on the tracks, we have Bull, a 1,000,000-pound freight train that takes a mile to stop. Let's see who comes out on top.
You can't beat a train, so don't try. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
Radio 104.1.
This is The Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. One of the best covers ever, by the way. Oh, this is the original.
This is the original, yeah. But you're right. The cover is really good.
Yeah, from No Doubt.
Yep.
God, it's so good.
It's My Life. The original is by Talk Talk.
Yeah.
Was she with the band when she did the cover, or was it just Gwen Stefani? It was with the band. It was No Doubt for sure. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Deb's right there.
Hello.
Jackie's here with us.
Hi there.
Of course, Ross is as well. You standing up this weekend?
Yes, but it's kind of like a private, cool show.
Another one of those? Was it an NDA?
Yeah, no, I'm in a backyard.
You're in a backyard?
It's in a backyard of a house.
Hey, and your brother's on national television.
Oh, congratulations.
But the public isn't invited.
Is it Kelly's house?
All right, don't forget, we have a killer gig coming up for you September 18th out at Aquatica, the water park, of course. DJ Angel of Boom is going to be there, of course, from the Monsters of the Morning, spinning the tunes, while you guys enjoy basically a private look at the park all night long. Short lines, tons of food, tons of great music, and a lot of fun September 18th at Aquatica.
This is one of my favorite events. I love water parks, and so doing it this way is the best way to do it. And it's going to be from 7 to midnight that Saturday night, September 18th, like Jimmy said. And you can get your tickets at aquatica.com/iHeartRadio.
There you go.
All right. Well, Angel will be there. I'll be there. And a bunch of other people with the station. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You'll never know who will show up to these things. For sure. By the way, when I gave this shout out to the guy who was running the gator lines in the swamp up in Louisiana, I called him a coon-ass. Somebody just texted me and said, hey, man, when you call that guy a coon-ass, I had to look that up. I didn't know if you were ragging him or not. And he says, no, it's just somebody who is authentically Cajun.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I learned that.
I thought you were just being Jimmy.
So you remember the Monsters for years. Bert Bubba Wilson was on the show for a while, and he's a Louisiana native, as is Jeff Howell, who appears on the Monsters of the Morning and has for many, many years. And they use that dialect, and coon-ass is, they called each other that forever. So I just kind of picked it up from them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an authentic Cajun. And even in a lot of them, you have to be from the swamp areas to actually be called a coon-ass. You can't be up in like the northern area of Louisiana and still have that same thing. There's another term for those people. I forget what it is. There's a lot of weird cultural stuff happening in Louisiana, man. That is a really interesting state.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mixing going on down there.
Cajun is interesting in and of itself because that's one of those accents.
Creole and Cajun are different.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I think Cajun and Creole are actually different. That Cajun is different than Creole. And there's another one. There's another, like, not ethnicity, but there's another one of those. God, what's the word for that, Jack? It's not sect.
I want to say ethnicity, though, because isn't it like off the Tybee Islands in Georgia?
Yeah, exactly. Where they have that weird dialect that's been there for like 150, 200 years.
Descendants of African slaves who've lived on this island.
Like an enclave.
It's like that. It is like that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them in Louisiana. It's really weird. It's very geographical where you are. It's a specific group that you belong to.
Oh, that's fascinating to me, though.
You can't remember it?
Yeah, well, there's one from Canada that my wife is part of. They got chased out of Canada, and they were French Canadians and got chased out by the English and then ended up in Louisiana.
That I'm telling you, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
What is that group of people called?
Oh, Naomi's going to kill me.
I know. Man, there's so many.
It starts with an A, too. Oh, man.
All right, 407-916-1041. What?
Just laughing at Jack's panic.
Oh, yeah.
I probably shouldn't.
It's pretty weird because I looked up the word, and some people do find it offensive, but other people find it as a badge of honor.
It is a badge of honor. There's
Acadians.
Acadians. That's it. That's that's exactly the group I'm talking about.
I got it, babe.
Well, someone just said that, in fact, our Gator Line guy, all caps, thanks, Jim. Wear that title with pride.
Absolutely,
well,
man.
you go, coon-ass. I feel okay saying it now.
Get them bugs.
Yeah, you just want to come down there and get you a little something here.
That's why I love watching The Princess and the Frog. Because the Firefly has a really great Cajun accent.
I don't even know. Is that a Disney movie? I don't even know.
His name is Raymond.
All right, very good. Well, they did that in Beauty and the Beast. That was Cajun guy, right? Wasn't the chandelier or the crab?
They're French.
Hey, man, I think I drank a lot of talking.
Yeah, but French is Cajun. I mean, wasn't he French?
Well, yeah,
was
but
he
he
specifically
wasn't,
French?
Yes.
He wasn't.
Lumiere.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-104. You know, Deborah just told me something during the break that is the weirdest thing ever, but...
I've got it right here.
Go ahead. I mean, go ahead.
Well, Mick Bridgton, who is the music manager, worked with the Rolling Stones, Joe Satriani, Bob Dylan, Carlos Santana, has passed away at age 73 after a tragic accident at home. Apparently, his death came while he was digging a grave for the family's pet dog at a Santa Rosa home.
Hit a power line?
And they call it...
They won't say what.
So that's what we were going to try. So they said tragic accident.
He was rushed to the hospital.
Having a heart attack is not a tragic accident. That's a health failure.
He hit a power line.
That's got to be what it is.
Or
I was trying to
fell in
figure
the hole. Depending on how big the dog was.
Oh my God!
But he could have been.
He could have
Listen.
He could have.
Dude, I think I was telling Deborah one of the Gibb brothers died gardening. I mean, I think it was an intestine issue.
Yeah, Maurice Gibb died in Miami in 2003 of a twisted intestine, which caused him to go into cardiac arrest at 53.
Yep.
Now we have to worry about twisted intestines, my friends.
And this is Final Destination kind of stuff. I mean, the irony of you digging your dog's grave and then something happens so dire it kills you. And Jack's right. He had to have hit a power line or something. Man, I got to tell you, out at my property, we have a lot of stuff we want to do. And every time I think about sinking a shovel in the ground, I'm like, nope. I learned my lesson, and here's where I learned it. When I lived over on the lake here in Maitland a while back, we were about to put in something on the side of the house. We didn't know anything about the surveys or anything like that. And we were going to dig down. It was actually, we're going to turn an outdoor area that had been turned into like a separate little house. It was a closed-in garage. We were going to turn that into a one-bedroom apartment. So we were going to add a bathroom and some other stuff. So we had to dig to get water over there and power over there. We're just kind of figuring out what we're going to do. And I remember thinking to myself, you know what? Because my father-in-law is like one of these guys, like, let's just rent the machinery and do it. And I kind of like that, you know? I'm like, I'm all about saving that cash and all about doing that work. If you can save that money, nothing wrong with that.
Felt that way when I rented a 4-inch auger.
That's right. Good for you. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
And then I remember somebody saying, and we may have even talked about on there, somebody saying, you better get a survey of your property to find out where all your sensitive stuff is. Well, let me tell you.
Do you know the number to call?
We did it. We surveyed it because this is a couple of houses ago. We surveyed it, and it turned out exactly where we were going to dig is where the main power was coming in. From the area.
Oh my God, that would have killed you.
It would have killed me instantly. It would have killed us instantly. It was the main power of the house.
Yeah, you don't want
so
that.
Anybody listening, it's Sunshine. It's 811.
Yeah, they'll come out and they tell you where your power, your water, cable, all that is, and they'll mark it with specific flags so you don't get yourself in a bunch of trouble.
That would have really negatively affected the three of us.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, dude.
Man, that would have been terrible. You hear about these Final Destination. What?
Jack made me think that this thing was almost called the Almost Jim Colbert Show.
God rest his soul show.
R.I.P.
It's funny. I never even thought of it. Jack said immediately. I bet he hit a power line. Because my thing was like, well, what if he's like using a pickaxe? Because I guess the ground is like the ground's tough. It's not like sandy like it is where we are here. And you have to kind of pickaxe because it's peat and dirt and and then maybe you slipped and fell on that. lost your balance and fell on that.
I mean, think of how many stories we've heard of two guys getting in a scuffle outside of a bar. One guy hits the other guy. He falls down and hits his head
on a curb,
and that's all it takes.
God,
you know?
Or someone else is digging and the head of the shovel flies off and right into this guy's forehead.
That's movie stuff.
Okay.
That's Ernest Goes to Florida.
I got a bunch of them here. I've been making a list.
You scare me.
That's one of my fears. I don't want to die by like a freak weird accident because I feel like they're a little embarrassing.
I mean, well, they are a little embarrassing. I mean, you know how many people die on the toilet every year?
That's actually one of the most dangerous places.
From like slipping off the toilet, it's no joke.
Even like your heart. Don't they say that while you're going number 2, there's like a
heart thing?
A heart. Well, I mean, that's what happened with Elvis, right?
Well, I mean, yeah,
when
but
you're
Elvis
bearing down, you're holding your breath. Well, that's different.
Elvis's blood type was oxy, so I mean, it's a little different. I mean, that guy used to have an envelope. The Memphis Mafia, who ran Elvis's life there toward the end. He had an envelope that got him up in the morning and an envelope that put him to bed at night. And the
Kinda
envelope
like Judy Garland.
had all the drugs. He would take all the drugs in the morning. He would be able to do all of his duties as Elvis. And then at night, they gave him another full envelope of drugs and stuff, and he'd shoot himself up and take all these pills, and that's how he fell asleep.
You know, just because we're talking about that, I'm a squatty potty guy now.
What's that?
You're a squatty potty guy?
Yeah, I was over at a friend's house. He had a squatty potty. I was like, I'll give this thing out. I'll take it for a spin. And I was like, there's a difference.
People say it's a game changer, but I just don't understand the positioning that it asks you to get into to use it.
Okay, would you like me to show you?
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you watch on YouTube.
So I don't know which one you had or how it was done, but the ones that I've seen actually mount around your existing toilet.
Yeah.
So that there's a platform about the same size or about the same height as your toilet seat, and you.
Yeah.
It's so your thighs are level, or at least up a little. Yeah.
Deb, you are. You have said
it's to avoid twisted intestines.
No, it's and it's a pressure on your intestines.
And keep in mind, that's the son of a bitch who still hasn't hooked up the bidet I got him a year ago. Use mine today. God, I love it.
I hooked it up all right.
Did you? Is it like a fountain in the yard?
Somebody else's bathroom. Not mine.
Yeah, so I kind of lied. I am a squatty potty guy, but I also was like, those things are like $40.
Yeah, it's nothing to it.
So let me just use this.
A stool, right?
This magazine rack.
Yes. Did it work?
Yeah, it works.
See?
Do you find that it was more effective? Let's just keep it clean. Do you find it was more effective? Did you produce more?
No, I just think there's no more. There's no more.
Okay, like I just said.
Well, but that is a good point. Like for people, like for women who've just had a baby, or for anyone who's dealing with recent surgery where you're not allowed to bear down when you have a BM. From every product review, every person I've ever talked to who's used a squatty potty swears by them.
I'm one of them.
Swears by.
It's the weird
position
was
I don't
it like
get
Rainbow
into.
Soft Serve?
Like
in
dude.
It's a commercial.
No.
It's a commercial.
I just got on to him. You should know better. You're the guy who.
I want to know
You're the
something.
program director. You should know
Ratings
better.
are good. Let them have it today.
I have a question for you. If you regifted the bidet,
I have it still.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I didn't regift it.
How?
Why are you looking to have one front loaded and one back loaded, Jack?
Scared. I gotta tell you honestly.
Now you're talking.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm a little scared of it.
You're a little scared that you like it.
I think that's it.
I'm a little scared.
I think you're scared that you're gonna like it.
No, I think
You're
he's
gonna
scared
start
how he's going to
questioning
react
things.
when that water first hits it.
You're afraid that you're going to make that Pillsbury little noise.
I don't want to be in CVS and I'm like, man, there's a lot of diuretics. What's wrong with you? I don't know. I love my toilet.
You might pick up smoking.
Just got a text in. It says, maybe because I'm tall, but I feel like my squatty potty does absolutely nothing for me.
Well, he's got to go with the news rack, the magazine rack.
Thank you, C-Lane.
Did you text me too, you son of a bitch?
Happy birthday, C-Lane.
Is it his birthday today?
Tomorrow is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
His birthday is September 11th.
Someone else just said platform heels work just as well as a squatty potty. Okay, that I've got.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you could do that, Jim. You could go bidet with some pumps.
With some platform heels.
You're drawing quite a photograph, buddy. This is going to be quite a look.
It's the funniest image I've ever thought of.
My wife was watching a special on Bruce Jenner last night. Did you guys see that? It was like a documentary on Bruce Jenner.
No.
Man, that's some fascinating stuff. That guy, you just talked about the guys wearing heels, and it just automatically shifted me to that.
I guess so.
That story, I'm telling you, man, it is an amazing story. How that guy went from being America's America.
Right.
At that point in time in 1976, if you asked America or asked the rest of the world what an American looked like, they point to Bruce Jenner.
And it was a triathlon?
It was a decathlon. 10 different disciplines of athletics, and he was considered the greatest athlete alive at that time.
And do we just simply not care about that anymore? Because I feel like
it just doesn't. It doesn't have the same Wheaties box impact that it did back then because of the. But you got to remember, it was the only news. It wasn't like here's Bruce Jenner winning the decathlon and then 70 other stories of woe. That was the story. The Olympics were a bigger deal back in the 70s. It was a focused thing. It was a sense of national pride. It doesn't seem to have that anymore.
It's just the decathlon. I've never heard. The only reason why I've heard of a decathlon
is because of Bruce Jenner.
Yeah,
it's the javelin, the discus, high jump, long jump, 1,500 meters, 100 meters, hurdles. And I think there's 2 disciplines of hurdles in there, 2 length of hurdles.
There's the straight run. It's like the mile run at the end.
That's the 1,500 meter.
Right. Did you have high jump?
High jump.
Pole vault?
Pole vault's the one I didn't get.
Okay.
And you're probably not the best at each individual thing.
You get points for each one, and that's it. You don't even,
He set a world record, by the way. 993 points or something.
Americans have won it since then, but you're right. I think maybe because there was more focus on it, with less other news to distract you, that was a really big thing.
Now, funny thing, if it happens 2 years later, you have the Iran hostage crisis. You have a bunch of stuff that could have been maybe competing for the headlines. But in 1976, buddy, that was the game. Well, it was the bicentennial for us as well. So you have the bicentennial of America, 200 years of being a country. And then on top of that, you have Bruce Jenner being the greatest athlete, beating a Russian. This Russian was his biggest opponent, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the hockey team. There's some Olympics that all America of a certain age, or not even, but that you're just grown up remembering that particular Olympics. Bruce Jenner, and then of course the hockey team.
But the story of him, Deborah, is so fascinating because while you're watching him run, dude, I got to tell you, he was a specimen. He was by far the best trained and he had the best physique there. It wasn't even close. Everybody else looked like a stock boy compared to this guy. He was shredded in 1976. I mean, shredded. And the whole time he's doing all that,
miserable.
Thinking as a woman. He said, I remember specifically the day after going through all these, and he was married a couple times, obviously, but the whole time going through all the process of winning this, in the back of his head is, these people don't know who I am. Nobody knows who I am. He actually, in Orlando, Florida, tells a story about being busted because he had to come down here for a speaking engagement, and he felt because he wasn't in Los Angeles and he didn't think the paparazzi was around, he could cross-dress and go out and drive around. You remember that story?
No.
He got busted because when somebody, and so he tells a story, not busted, I should say, he walks into where he's staying, and somebody walks right up to him and goes, I love trans men. And then walks away, and it was the first time anybody knew that he wasn't a woman. It was only one person that punked him out.
Wow.
And it was here in Orlando.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I said, if anybody would know. Right. It's in Orlando.
It's in Orlando.
They have that trans sense. All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up, guys. Let's get last call going and get the hell out of here and have a great weekend.
And if you all are going to be in Mount Dora, I'm going to be bringing on Michael Andrew and Swingerhead at 7:30 tonight. I will see you there.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Deb.
You're welcome.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for Last Call. 407-916-1041. Brought to you by Heineken.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And heads up, if you're going to the beaches this weekend, those waves are producing some rip currents. It's all thanks to a distant and departed Hurricane Larry, but still there could be some big breakers and there are big rip currents. Tonight we're going to see a couple of thunderstorms before midnight, some on the strong side, the low 76. Tomorrow the high 90 with a 60% chance for late day storms. That'll carry through into Sunday. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell's semi-annual sale for business has arrived. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 10 Pro. Enjoy specials on Dell docks, monitors, and servers. Succeed anywhere with Windows 10 Pro. So call 877-ASK-DELL to speak with a Dell Technologies advisor.
Hey, business owners, are you feeling the pressure of running your business? Of course you are, man. There's a limit to what you can do and still keep your employees engaged. Insperity can help. They put 30-plus years of HR experience to work, helping you hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance while giving your employees competitive benefit options. And because you're able to focus on other priorities, your employees can thrive and your business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Full-service HR, employee benefits, HR technology, it's Insperity. That's HR that makes a difference.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated. And divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
O'Reilly. It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts, where you can earn double, triple, even up to 5 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Get bonus points on more than 200 items throughout the store, like wiper blades, fuel system cleaners, motor oil, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. Sip into fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or a pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
Family owned and operated since 1969, Nations Trucks is proud to be Central Florida's premier pre-owned truck dealer. Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, and GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all, and they're ready to save you money. Start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
The trip of a lifetime to the concert of the year. It's the epic return of our iHeartRadio Music Festival next Friday and Saturday in Vegas. But there's only one trip left for you to win. Listen to the iHeartRadio Music Festival station on the free iHeart app, and you'll be entered to win this final trip to Vegas to see once-in-a-lifetime performances from Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Journey, Weezer, and more. Listen to the live iHeartRadio Music Festival station now to win the last trip. iHeart. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
Were you hurt in a vehicle and want compensation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Did an accident leave you in need of representation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo. When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
You've poured Tijuana flat sauces on tacos, slathered them on burritos, maybe even knocked back a few shots at our hot bar. But now, the iconic Tijuana flat sauces you burn for are even more epic thanks to our new Tijuana wings. Get juicy, jumbo chicken wings in Tex mesmerizing flavors like habanero agave glaze and limited time garlic parmesan. Order your Tijuana wings starting at $9.99 on the app or at TijuanaFlats.com.
Unbelievable.
No sugar and 60 calories.
Naturally. New Chobani with zero sugar. Impossibly delicious. Made possible by Chobani, not a low-calorie food.
You may not be planning to get stopped at a rail crossing today, but trains can come at any time. When you approach a rail crossing, stop before the pavement markings that look like white connecting X's. Never stop on the tracks or drive around lowered gates. Remember, slow down. Keep clear of the tracks by staying outside of the dynamic envelope and stay alert. Plans can wait. Trains can't. The department's efforts are ongoing, so follow FDOT on social for more updates.
Think you could avoid being drawn into a cult? The answer might surprise you. On the new documentary-style podcast, Was I in a Cult? You'll hear the fascinating real-life stories from cult survivors who got in and, most importantly, got back out again.
Why are we all so obsessed with cults?
Well, because it could happen to anyone.
Perhaps you too will be asking yourself, wait, was I in a cult?
Listen to Was I in a Cult on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
With the SunTrust checking account, stay on top of your money with all the right ingredients.
Get free helpings to online resources and tools to help make your money grow. Manage your spending by receiving alerts. And help yourself to seconds on your money with cash back with SunTrust deals. Open an account today at suntrust.com/checking. Must have online banking to participate in SunTrust deals. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware, toolsacehardware.com.
Love us while you got us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1, the great Busta Rhymes laying it down for us.
3 lines open for last call.
That's right. 3 lines open for last call. 407-916-1041. Hop in there, make us laugh, please. Don't forget, September 18th, Aquatica Angel will be out there from the Monsters of the Morning spinning tunes. Get the whole park to yourself.
Got to come out, Jimmy. It's going to be fun. Come on.
Realradio.fm/
No.
Or it's an Aquatica.
Yeah, it's aquatica.com/iHeartRadio. Okay, aquatica.com/iHeartRadio. You get your tickets September 18th, 7 to midnight. It's Saturday night. We're going to have a fun time out at Aquatica a week from tomorrow.
Come over here so I can slap you.
No, you don't have to slap me.
No, I want you to come over here so I can pop you one good time. You deserve one good smite.
Oh, just one?
One smite about your face and neck area. That's what you need. You cackling scarecrow.
I like how that's how religious you are. You're over here. I'm not going to hit you.
I never said that.
I'm going to smite you.
I'm going to smite you. That's how religious I am.
I will spread locusts.
What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything special?
I was just thinking about that.
Like I said, I've got to go back home. As my mom passed, my uncle, her older brother, also passed away. So I have to go up there and take care of that this weekend. And then I have, the other thing, have to empty mom's storage unit.
Yeah.
And what's going to be really unique about that is because this stuff has been in storage for a while. So I got a feeling it's going to be like a trip through my childhood because my mom kept a lot of stuff when I was a kid, or at least I think she did. So it's all boxed up, and I haven't seen this stuff for decades. So we have to go through it. Now, we don't need any of the furniture or anything she has. We're just really interested in the stuff that, the stuff that I want, like the memory stuff.
Sure, absolutely.
But we have to go through all that. So I have to relive all of that stuff over this weekend and do that on the same day that I'm burying her older brother. So what a weekend, man. What a month. What an effing month.
It's tough, and your family got hit hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and by the way, one line open for last call, 407-916-1041. Jack, the funny thing is, one of the reasons I never brought up, that, because so many other families out there did that same thing. I didn't want anybody believing that we had been hit any harder than anywhere. My mom was 78, her brother's 80. COVID, they couldn't even take a mild version of it. My mom's kidneys were already failed. She did not do dialysis, so her fate was already considered. COVID was just was that last shove into that final stage of her life, and my uncle was the same way. He'd fought it for weeks, and can I tell you, even her younger brother barely made it out. He was in the hospital. We talked about this yesterday. He was in the hospital for I think 8 or 9 or 11 days, and then in quarantine for 6 days before that. So dealt with it for a total of 18 days and still can't work. Still walks down to his mailbox and back and feels a little winded. So I told him yesterday, I said, look, man, the one thing I've read about this is you have to give it time. If you get a bad case of it, that bilateral pneumonia, if you get a case of that, you absolutely have to chill the F out. You cannot come back too fast or you'll be a long-termer. And, the more they do now, the more they're seeing more of these long-termers. And that's why the vaccination is so important. 10 times more likely to be hospitalized, 10 or 12 times more likely to have a severe case of it without the vaccination.
And I'm seeing it, and it's so varied, the stories. And it's been like this since day one, how some people will get it like asymptomatic or very mild Ross, you kind of had a little trouble for a day or two.
I had one day where I thought, if this happens to me for 2 more days, I'm in a hospital.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then the extreme cases.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't know what cards you're holding. Right. You know,
and
when it comes calling.
And what sucks is, you know, I will tell you what one of the biggest problems with this is, and this is going to sound crazy, one of the biggest problems with COVID is the fact that most people survive from it. That's really the issue, because people think to themselves, well, you look at the numbers, most people are going to come out of this. You know, people who get it mostly are going to live.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a small percentage of people who actually die. The problem is, do you want to play that game? And like that's really what drove me to get the vaccine. Is I don't want to play that game. Who wants to do that? You don't really know how it's going to affect you. One person in the family can get it and be perfectly fine, be asymptomatic, and the next person can drop dead in 4 days.
My neighbor was a nice guy, a year older than me, right?
55 years old.
55 years old. He and I are talking 6 months ago, and he's like, you know, and the vaccine came up. It's before it was readily available, so, you know, maybe 8 months ago. And he's like, you're going to get it? I go, the day it's available. I go, what about you? He's like, I'm unsure.
Yeah.
He never got it. He got COVID, and he was in the ICU, and he died a couple weeks ago.
You were talking about the numbers of, like, most people are going to survive, but that's actually the reason why it's so bad.
That's what I just said. Yeah, I just said that very thing.
But the virus is like, so if you look at Ebola, I believe Ebola has like
100% almost. It is literally a stone cold killer.
It's massive. But the reason why that's never going to be a global massive thing like COVID is because the people who get it die.
Well,
and then they don't spread it because they're dead.
Yeah, it's been a tough thing, you know, and you know, it's a personal decision. I completely understand that. I've tried my best not to try to, you know, seem like somebody who's shoved it down your throat. Just to give you a perfect example, my very own wife is immunocompromised because she has Sjogren's syndrome, and that was a big question for her. But when you look at the numbers again, you just don't want to roll those dice. All right, who do we have to thank today? That's me today.
Yeah, all right. We want to thank Jimmy. Jimmy, thanks for coming here and putting your name on this number one show.
Appreciate it,
number one rated show, as determined by the ratings of where they rank those things.
Corona Cigar Company, thank you guys so much for that package today. It's $169 for that bottle of Russell's Reserve, plus 6 fabulous cigars, including a Davidoff and an FSG Bellicosa in there. Those 2 cigars alone would be retail $41, and the bottle of whiskey, I think, is $40 as well. So you're talking just $30 more, and you get another 5 or 6 really nice cigars. CoronaCigar.com. Thanks, Amy Drew Thompson, who appeared for the very first time today for Primetime Kitchen. We'll do that every Friday at 4 o'clock, turn you on to some cool stuff happening with food here in Central Florida. And our good friend Nicole Dupre for dropping by as well.
Did you know 30% of all men between the ages of 35 and 44 listen to this show?
Do they really?
That's a fact.
Oh, he's going to lean into this.
Bubba, last call.
Hey, y'all. I'm a buggy-clicking, headboard-banging coon-ass, except in Florida.
Except in Florida. That guy's funny, by the way. Beth, last call.
Well, y'all had the Acadia right from Canada, and the Geechee is the other language you were thinking about, South Georgia.
There you go.
You're
Geechee.
amazing, Beth.
You are amazing, Beth.
I thought that was the spot in between.
Party Mom, last call.
So this is an oldie, but if somebody threw a rock at me, knocked me off of my donkey, would I be considered stoned off my ass? Smoke weed every day.
Thanks, Party Mom. I appreciate that very much. Brandon, last call. Brandon, last call. Gotta go, buddy. Larry, last call.
Hey, God bless you, Jimmy. Number 2, hey, Ross, have you heard of the Smothers Brothers before?
Yeah.
You know, you and Chase, the modern-day Smothers Brothers, because Mom always liked Chase better, right? That's how that works.
I mean, did the Smothers Brothers go through that?
Oh, yeah.
I like how I didn't deny it.
That was an infamous line of theirs.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. Guys, thanks for listening all week. We appreciate it. We will be back with more of the Jim Colbert Show next week for sure. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning after us. Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time. Bungalower in the Bus. What the hell is Angel listening to? Of course, Sunday morning, the legendary Sunday Morning Coming Down with Joseph Martins. And, of course, Sunday Night Vinyl with Eric Dennison. Real Music Weekends all weekend long. Back at 3 o'clock on Monday for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Woo!
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
The world's leading specialist at something that's probably amazing
You just say words,
to somebody.
and you hope at the end of the sentence they make sense.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Heavy traffic continues eastbound on I-4 coming in from Polk County from U.S. Highway 27 to Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing quite a bit of heavy traffic westbound, too, between Fairbanks Avenue and Princeton Street, between the Beach Line and Central Florida Parkway, and also between Osceola Parkway and 429. Southbound 429 still solid between Sinclair Road and I-4. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber. HOA and condo board members, bring the fastest, most reliable internet and TV service to your residential community with Blue Stream Fiber. Your community deserves the reliability of a fiber optic network. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/bulk today.
Sunnyside Plumbers.
Yes, my drains are backing up.
For service in Swedish, press 1.
What?
For service in Klingon, press 2.